by Said Show. Oh, yeah. Nah. Look who we got.
Yeah.
Live in the studio right now. Hey, man, this has been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? I know you for 11 years.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute. Never seen your goddamn face, but we finna get it.
First off,
we finna get it.
It's a very overrated face, right? Like, it's just like, you know what? One day you're going to see my face and you're just going to be disappointed. You're going to be like, huh. It's like,
why would you think I'm gonna be disappointed? Like,
because
what you mean? You might be a handsome guy under the mask.
It's a very extra regular face. I look like Theo Huxtable. That's what I look like.
Well, okay. I'm not excited for Theo Huxtable's face, but
see what I'm saying? It's
but still, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, listen, Hannibal the Beat Animal. Welcome to the show, man.
I'm here, Hannibal.
So we here, man.
That's right. Hanging out with my man, Sid Wines, the general manager of the ATL Track Monsters.
Yes, sir, man. Yes. Captain of the ATL Track Monsters.
That's right.
Here.
The captain and the general manager.
Oh, man. No, so what's up, man? Hey, listen, man. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you. Man, I'm going to get right into it, man. 41 fucking beat battle wins.
Yeah.
41. How does it feel to be like the most winningest producer, period, right? Like, how does that feel? Like,
it feels good. It's one of those things where it's like, I've worked very hard, and it feels good to have that reflected in a way that's like very tangible. It's very permanent. It's very like I accomplished something that nobody else has accomplished because I put in the work, because it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in it. And I've also been battling for a long time.
Right.
You know, so it's just, you know, like I did my first battle in 2007.
Okay.
You know, so
I wasn't even in Atlanta yet.
Yes, I was able to rack up a lot, and they did a lot of, and Atlanta at one time had a great many beat battles that they would have all the time. You had Battle Zone, which was run by Chew from the National Beat Battle Association.
Shout out to Chew. He'll be a guest on the show soon.
They had the My Beats is the Illest Beats beat battle. There was the producer swap meet. There was I Beat Daily. Mm-hmm. There was I Standard would come to town from time to time.
Right.
There was the battle at the Django's. I forget what that joint was. Rip the Stage at the Django's. There was a lot of battles that were going on in the city.
Right.
And I made it a point to I was like, I'm going to win. So I thought the beat battle scene was going to be an opportunity for me and my production team. So first thing first, I'm a part of a production team. There's three of us that make the beats. Team MFN, but with my production partners, Ace One to the Influence, Johnny Facebook Famous Brasco. I am nothing without my production partners. Like,
shout out to the boys, man. Y'all are really dope. Yeah, I heard a lot of production from y'all are really dope. Now, so we're going to get into, the people you battle and stuff like that, but I want to get back into your little your background, though.
Yeah.
You're from New Orleans, right?
Born
and raised, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. How you doing? Hey, you know what? I always had this thing with New Orleans women. I met quite a bit of New Orleans women, women from New Orleans. Got down with a couple of them. I can't date them no more.
Yeah.
It's something about, I don't know, it was something in the water. I don't know if they more... Man, I'm drawn to them, and I'm like, nah, I can't mess with women from New Orleans.
That's funny.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's funny and also understandable. I have dated a lot of women from New Orleans, and it's
they got this energy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. You know. Yeah. So yeah, you women from New Orleans, y'all stay away from me. but listen, New Orleans. But you came here by way of what Katrina happened.
Yeah. So I came out here after Hurricane Katrina in 2005. So I've been in Atlanta now for 17 years.
Okay.
And it's funny, like me and my production partner Ace Wonder, we were actually planning to move out to Atlanta in October 2006.
Okay.
And then Hurricane Katrina kind of sped everything up. A month before Hurricane Katrina, we actually came out to Atlanta auditioning for a record label out here. I won't say the name of the label because fuck them. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck that label.
Yeah, fuck whoever label it is, fuck
but
y'all.
The label was distributed through Universal. And we came out here, we auditioned. They were basically trying to put together a male version of TLC, right? And when we saw what they were trying to do, we was just like, yeah, we not with that. But
male version of TLC.
Yeah.
What the fuck they was gonna call it? M-E-N? men. You know what I'm saying?
I listen. Once we saw what they were aiming for, we was like, pass. But the talent, they had flown talent out from all over the world for this event.
Okay.
And when we got a chance to meet some of the other rappers and singers and other artists and stuff, we was like, look, we spent the whole time playing these people beats the whole weekend. And at the end of it, when they were talking to us about like potentially joining the label, we were just like, yeah, so we're not really interested in the artist side, but we would be interested in being the in-house producers for the label.
I wonder what that would have looked like to be an in-house producer for for a label. I always wonder that, like, how, I need to ask somebody that, like, how does the points and shit work? I should be knowing this.
Yeah, it was an interesting. So our situation was like we would kind of essentially like work for hire producers. Well, wait, I'm jumping ahead in the story. We pitched an idea of us being their in-house producers, and they liked the idea. They made us an offer, and the offer was very low. Like I can say they offered us like $30,000, and that was $30,000 for the year, and like at the time, me and Ace was both making like $75,000-$80,000 a year in New Orleans. So it was like, why would I walk away from 80 in New Orleans to take 30 that I got to split and pay taxes on? Right. So
actually that 30 would have been like 16 or some shit.
Exactly, and it's three of us. So even though Johnny Brasco wouldn't have been in Atlanta with us, he would have still been producing the records. So we're talking about $30,000 getting split three ways, and you still got to pay taxes on it. I can't live on that. That's not. So we respectfully told them no, and then Hurricane Katrina happened.
That's $5,000 a piece, y'all. A little over $5,000 a piece.
Exactly.
It's
not a lot of money. $5,000, that's supposed to last you a year. So that means that I'm gonna have to come out to Atlanta, and I was gonna still to get a job. And I was like, no.
And that's after taxes now. He got if they would have took that, that would have been 30 minus the taxes. That probably my 16 because they would took 40%, and then they got to split $16,000 three ways, which was $53,000.
Exactly.
That's some bullshit. I'm sorry, $5,300. I'm sorry. That was some bullshit.
Right. Yeah. So we respectfully declined, and then Hurricane Katrina happened, and we lost everything. And like when I tell people that we lost everything, it's hard to grasp what that means. Like, if people think about it like, oh, I lost all my stuff, right? I lost my clothes, or I lost this chair, or I lost my equipment. But it's like every job I ever worked at was destroyed, right? So all of a sudden, I came to Atlanta. I don't have work history, right? Every job I ever worked at was destroyed. Every school I went to was destroyed. So now I don't have education. So now I can't prove I graduated elementary school, middle school, high school, college. Now I don't have any proof that I've worked at a job in my life.
And I forgot when Katrina hit.
August 28th, 2005. It was my brother's birthday.
Virgo season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you gonna associate it. Or Michael Jackson's birthday.
Oh, Michael Jackson's birthday. Okay, so
I think Michael Jackson's the 20th.
So you say 2005,
29th,
right?
I think.
Say 2005, right?
2005.
And see, in we know in Miami. See, we've been through a big hurricane in 92. I think it was 91 or 92. We had Hurricane Andrew.
Yeah.
That literally leveled Miami.
Yeah. You know Andrew was insane. Andrew was a Category 4, right?
Yeah. It was a big storm, like a big fucking the same as Katrina, a big fucking storm. Where I lived at in Miami, I lived in the northern part, which is like Liberty City. It was bad, but it wasn't bad in the southern part of Miami, like we would call down south, like South Miami, Color Ridge. It literally leveled.
Yeah.
So we understood. I was like, God, we understood.
Yeah.
We definitely understood how to lose everything.
And it was a lot, and it was weird because then we came out to Atlanta. Atlanta was not like welcoming at all. Like it was like we lose everything. And my production partner Ace Wonder was bouncing around from shelter to shelter in Texas, right? I feel like they stayed for like 3-5 days, and then something happens, and then everybody got to leave, and then they go to another shelter, stay there for a couple days, and everybody got to leave, and then they kept doing that. And then he called me. He said, "Hey man, you think that deal in Atlanta is still available?" And I was like, so I called them, and they literally sent us the plane tickets. Like while I was talking to them on the phone, they sent us plane tickets to come back to Atlanta.
Wow.
And that was it. And then we was working for the label, and we worked for the label for a year. And it was the first time in my life where all I had to do was music. I didn't do anything else. I didn't work a 9 to 5. I didn't have a side hustle. It was just music 100% of the time. And it was a great experience.
That was
they would fly artists out regularly. So like 1 week it would be like a rapper from Miami. Then the next week it'll be a singer from Chicago. Then the next week it'll be a rock band from LA. Then the next week it'll be a singer from like New York.
So this label had money. So they had some money.
Yeah, they was. Yeah, man. Like, okay, I won't say because I don't want to say anything about the label, but I will say the guy who created the label, one of the big dating websites like that still exists today, right? One of the biggest dating websites that exists. He was one of the creators of that website, so he had a lot of tech money. And then he wanted to parlay.
Probably when they sold the company, he probably got a share. Maybe I'm just assuming.
Yeah, he used that money. He was like, but he always wanted to get into the entertainment business, and what he wanted to do was like it was gonna be like a modeling slash like a modeling company slash record label slash like he had big ideas and big dreams and a big vision, and yeah, so it was an experience. It was definitely an experience.
So did the label with the shit?
What, like short version, after a year, the label lost their distribution deal with Universal, and then the day they lost their distribution deal, I'll never forget it. They came to the apartment. They had an apartment that we were staying in Sandy Springs. It was like me, my production partner Ace Wonder, and then they had an A&R from Jacksonville that they had staying with us. Basically, they was like, listen, we don't want you New Orleans niggas to destroy our shit, so we're going to put an A&R here. We had this white boy named Scott. John went to Clues Miles with my boy Scott. But they had Scott living with us, and Scott was from like Jacksonville. Scott was like, I remember when he moved in with us, he was just like, oh man, I love working with you guys, like living with you guys. You guys cook every day. And I was like, hey man, every nigga from New Orleans is a certified chef.
So like, y'all was in that bitch cooking
every day. Yeah, I got to eat every day.
I wonder where Sandy Springs. When I came to Atlanta, I lived in Sandy Springs.
I can tell you, it was 8,000 Roswell Road. You know what? There's a quick trip.
The Falls.
I don't know what it is now, but it was actually.
Wait, hold on. You had to walk through a trail through Quick Trip to get. You stayed across the street from Quick Trip.
I stayed across the street.
Okay, so the apartments I stayed in, I stayed behind Quick Trip.
I know the ones I know exactly.
It's called the Falls.
The Falls.
Yeah.
I know what that's at.
I stayed behind the Quick Trip.
Yeah. So yeah, the first 3 years we were in Atlanta, we stayed. So yeah. So basically, what happened was one day after we was with the label for a year. And shit was going bad at this point. Like shit was going real bad. It was a lot of stuff going on that we was not okay with. And then one day they came to us and it was like they lost the distribution deal with Universal. It was 3 in the morning. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. They came to.
Why 3 in the fucking morning?
They came at 3 in the morning. It was the CEO of the label, the vice president, and the CFO came to the label.
So he came to y'all apartment to tell y'all that y'all.
And he said that, hey, we lost the distribution deal for Universal, and Universal was paying for this apartment. So y'all have to leave the apartment because since we don't have to deal with Universal no more, Universal paying for this apartment, y'all got to go. So he's like, okay, when do we have to be out? And it was like 9 a.m.
What?
It was 3 a.m. And mind you, I don't know nobody in Atlanta outside of the label. So, they really just kind of put us on the street.
Right, pretty much.
Yeah. It was wild. It was a wild time.
I'm trying to fathom the shit. That's some bullshit, y'all.
Yeah.
I wish I could find a name on this damn label, but I ain't.
When we not recording, I'll tell you. But like the only reason I'm not saying it on the air is because I don't want to give them any publicity, right? Because the CEO is still doing shit. He's still doing music shit. And here's what's crazy. I Googled his name one day. Me and my production partners was talking about him one day. Said, hey, what do you think ever happened to so and so? And then we did a quick Google search, and everything that popped up was like some Better Business Bureau, credit fraud. It was a bunch of people that was like, I gave him money for this. He took my shit and didn't do the thing that he said. And I was like, he's still doing that same shit, which is part of the problem that we had while we was there.
So you had that situation. Did any music get dropped? Like, get released?
No, nothing that
that's why Universal dropped it from the distribution deal, because they were like, y'all ain't released no fucking music.
Yeah, well, that like I said, there's a whole, like I said, I can't, man,
I'm pretty sure Universal was like, so and so records. Where's the record?
Yeah,
where's the record? We still working on it. Y'all got a whole production fucking team, and y'all ain't dropped no records. Y'all flying artists in and shit. Y'all ain't signing nobody.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we gonna take the check.
It was a lot, but like they dumped a lot of their eggs into a very specific basket, and then it didn't work out for them the way they wanted to, and then honestly, for the label, it was really just bad timing, because they had a couple issues with a couple artists, along with some other issues, and then when the Universal pulled the rug out from under them, like they couldn't survive all of those things happening at once. Like, if just one of those things had happened, I think the label would have been fine. But like having all three of these things happen at once was too much, and the label folded. So after that, me and my production partner, we were going to every label, every studio in Atlanta, and was like, man, we'll make your beats, we'll write your songs, we'll shoot and edit your videos, we'll Photoshop your pictures. We were promising services for shit we couldn't even do. We was trying to do everything we could to not have to go get regular. we was doing everything we could to not go get regular jobs.
Like, hey man, I can do graphic work, man. None of us control this motherfucker.
At all. We was
that's some shit.
We was just lying, just trying to do whatever we could to just get our foot in the door. And it was like, we was trying to do anything we could to not have to go get regular jobs.
Right.
So then we had to go get regular jobs.
Hey man, we gotta go work at Taco. Not saying ain't no wrong with Taco Bell, but I'm just saying.
It worked out fine, because I ended up getting a job as a waiter, right? Which I had never waited tables in my life. Got a job as a server, working at Phipps Plaza, and then that parlayed into me getting a job at the Hard Rock Cafe on Peachtree Street.
And guess what? I know that's where you met. What's the name?
That's where I met Chew Specialist. That's where I met.
Chew told me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna have him on the show.
Right.
Shout out to the Specialist.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Specialist.
Yeah. And then when I met Chew told me, he was like, hey man, have you ever thought about doing beat battles to get your name out there? And I was like, what is beat battles? And he's like, a beat battle is like a rap battle, but instead of having two rappers go on stage and rap back and forth, instead you have two producers play beats that they made against each other. I said, so it's just two producers go on stage and they just play beats that they made. And it was like, yeah. I said, and he said, and then a crowd or a panel of judges will pick the winner. So I said, just two niggas go on stage and just play beats. And he was like, yeah. I said, say, but that's the dumbest shit I ever heard of in my life. Who would want to watch some producers stand?
Who want to watch that? Who want to watch that type of shit?
It was the dumbest shit ever. So then, all right, so I'm working at the Hard Rock.
Well, at that time, you thought it was the dumbest shit.
I thought it was dumb, right. So at that time, I was working at the Hard Rock Cafe, right? And they had an event. It was like some music conference was going on in the city. I don't remember what, but I guess they were having an event.
Oh, wait, hold on. Stop before you go. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me True saw your face?
Yes, True see my face.
Oh, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. That is not fair. Okay, continue.
That's fun. That of all the parts, that's the thing. Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
I just thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all met at the Hard Rock. Nigga, he had to see your face.
Yeah. Anybody that knew me prior to the Red Bull contest in 2009 has seen my face. So yeah, anybody before 2009, before November 2009.
Okay, we gonna. I'm producing this documentary. Who's the man behind it? It's gonna star his ass.
Yeah, but look, so there was an event at the Hard Rock, right? And there was all these producers. Timbaland is there, Swiss Beats is there, Just Blaze is there, Kanye is there.
At the Hard Rock? What? At the Hard Rock?
At the Hard Rock Cafe on Peachtree Street.
Really?
All of these super, because there was some music conference in town, and one of the events they were having was like the Hard Rock has a music theater attached to it.
Really? I didn't know that.
It's called the Velvet Underground, right?
Oh, that's what.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that was by Hard Rock.
Yeah. So it's like so there's a I think it's called the Velvet Underground. At least I think that's what it was called when I was there. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I worked there.
Okay.
But while I was there, I saw like at this one table was like Timbaland and Kanye West, and there was this producer at the table that I knew. The producer was so when we first got to like Atlanta, we was the in-house producer for the record label. They had two other production entities that they were thinking about, right?
Okay.
One was these cats out of Miami, and the other ones was these cats out of Detroit. And I saw one of the dudes from Detroit at the table with Timbaland and Kanye, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a server, so I go. They wasn't my table, but I went over to the table afterwards, and I was like, and I saw him. We shook hands. I think his name is Deuce, right? And I shook his hand. I was like, oh man, what's going on with you, man? And he was like, oh man, just chilling. This and that. I'm like, yeah, fuck all that. How was you at this table with Timbaland and Kanye West? How'd you do this?
just right to the fucking
just raw. Listen, rip the Band-Aid off. Right. We gotta just. And I was like, "How are you at this table with Timbaland and Kanye West?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh man, I was lucky, man. I did a beat battle in Chicago. I won it, and then Kanye West signed us to Good Music."
Look.
And then
what? Oh, okay, gotcha.
So then I went online and I found the beat battle that he was talking about, right? Mm-hmm. And the battle actually starts at like the final round. And I watched him and his production partner go up there and they won the battle. And then afterwards, and then you see Kanye go on stage and then be like, "Yeah, I want to sign them to Good." And then I went on their MySpace at the time. That's how long ago this shit was. And on their MySpace, they had songs with like John Legend and Tiana Taylor. And they had like songs in the Cadillac commercial and all type of shit. And I was like, okay, maybe we need to start taking this beat battle shit seriously. So that was 2007. And then I started doing battles in 07, did 12 battles from August to December. I was 0-10 with 2 no contests, right? I was always losing in the first round too. Damn. Always losing the first round. And I mean, everybody beat us. I had like men, women, white people, black people, dog. There was a dog with an NPC. We lost to him, okay? Lost.
That sounds like the Cincinnati Bengals when they make it to the playoffs. They lose. they don't do it no more, though. Shout out to the Bengals. They don't do it no more,
Bengals are good now.
Yeah, they dope now. But they'll make it to the playoffs and lose in the first round.
Yeah, I remember.
Always, you know what I'm saying?
So, but that was how I started doing it. So having to get a regular job put me in line with Chew, and then Chew was the one who put me on doing beat battles, and then I started doing a bunch of beat battles. And actually, the first beat battle I ever won was the first battle. It was one of Chew's battles. It was the first. It was January 2008. It was the first Monday in 2008.
Okay.
And I won that beat battle, and that was the first battle I did wearing a mask. Right.
Gotcha.
And after that, I just
I met you at Chew's event. The PBA.
Yeah, the producer beat offs. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was at the old Smith Bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first date. That's the first time I met you. You was battling. I don't know who the guy you was battling, but you beat him. You know what I'm saying? You did beat the guy, but I don't know who you was battling. Maybe the guy was like, "Man, you battling me." You know what I'm saying? But that's where I met you, and yeah, you've been wearing a fucking mask ever since.
Yeah, I've been wearing a mask. Yeah, once I started wearing the mask, that was it, and then eventually.
You sound like Bane when you said that. Like, people pay attention.
Yeah, listen, I do. I at one point I have a Bane mask and I used to battle in it.
That shit dope.
Yeah.
You need to start wearing that again. Now, okay. Yeah. So, who are some of the producers that's got some names out here that you have beat? But there's one particular producer we're gonna talk about. But I know, who's a couple producers that you did beat that end up getting placements that you had demolished?
Well, I mean, Frank Dukes. You know, Frank Dukes has got a shit ton of placements.
Yeah, he do. And he's dope too.
I battled Frank Dukes. I battled Apollo Brown.
Apollo Brown is dope too.
I battled Drugs.
Drugs is dope.
Drugs Drugs actually got a track on Dr. Dre's Compton album, and that is actually my favorite track on that project. Is the one that he produced.
That's the one with Dre and John Connor? Is that the one?
I think Justice and Kendrick is on that.
Or something like whatever
it is bananas.
That's the one I like. That's the one I like too.
Yeah, don't tell Drugs I said that, but that's my favorite track on the project.
You just told us that. You heard the Drugs?
No, I battled a lot of very talented producers. I'll be honest, I don't remember everybody that I've battled, but I've battled a lot of people. I've beaten a lot of people over the years.
Okay, but it's one particular producer. And he have said this now. He said this. He went on Sway. And said this.
Yeah.
I battled a guy in a mask and he beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And he said this on Sway. Now, Big KRIT.
Yes.
You battled Big KRIT.
Yeah, I battled Big KRIT years ago. And I think his name was Critical. I don't know if he was Big KRIT. I mean, I think his producer name was Critical. I don't know.
Probably so. I think that's where he kind of abbreviated from.
Yeah.
I think so. You know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah, he said it himself that, I'm paraphrasing, but he said that, yeah, he beat the crap out of me. You know what I'm saying? But how was it, if you do, how was it like battling him at the time before he became, this because KRIT is dope. He's a dope producer, he's a dope fucking producer. He's a dope ass artist. I don't even know what he does best because he does both of them so fucking well.
Incredibly well.
He's like one of the few artists, producers that doesn't both incredibly well.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. Kanye West might be up there.
Yeah.
But, Kanye West is up there. Timbaland, I don't consider him as a rapper, but Timbaland does his thing.
Yeah. But no, like, as far as, like, combined skill.
Black Milk is dope.
Yeah.
We don't give a lot of credit to Black Milk. But combined skill, I would say Big KRIT probably is the best rapper producer out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how was that like battling KRIT at the time?
It was, so at that particular battle, I was really just kind of like, I think at that particular venue, I had never gotten out the first round there, and it was pissing me off. And I wanted to make sure that what I played would get me out the first round. And then, so he just happened to be the guy that I went up against that night, and I was trying to play like, and I remember playing like some real like hip hop. I think I played like 2 hip hop sample free beats, right?
Okay.
Because I think at the time there was so it wasn't so much about me battling Big KRIT.
Yeah,
it was more so like, okay, this room is used to hearing me do a certain type of beat, so let me give them something that they're not expecting from me. And it was like kind of like, it felt like it was kind of a hip hop crowd, like it was made way more like East Coast fans in there than it was like Southern fans in there. So I didn't want to go in there playing like something that was trappy or that would appeal to a Southern audience. I wanted to go like East Coast. So it wasn't so much about me battling him. It was more so like me figuring out what do I need to play for the room, to make them.
Right. And keep in mind, y'all, again, he wasn't Big KRIT then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the artist and the producer that he is now. You know what I'm saying? And he said that, I think he did end up saying that. You know what I'm saying?
First beat battle I ever did, bro. And I lost, bro. I fucking lost. Because he had a fucking like ski mask on. He wasn't dancing. I told you. My shit was, all the rappers was like, yo, I want to work with this nigga. But he played this shit, he won because he was pop locking.
He was selling that shit. The best gimmick gonna win.
Yeah.
But my thing is he mentioned it like 3 times. Like,
KRIT.
Let it go, dog. Let it go, bro. You lost. Let it go.
Oh man,
like, you said this shit like 3 times.
For the rest, I didn't say that came from saying that. Didn't come from me.
No, that's all me.
I didn't.
That's all me.
I didn't say that.
Let it go, bro. Let it go. You just Big KRIT, you dope, but you lost. Let it go.
Okay, just real. I want to say this real fast. The Sway in the Morning interview that KRIT was doing, somebody had called in and asked him what was his inspiration behind As Small as a Giant.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's good, brother?
Hey, so I'm just calling to see what made you rap that As Small as a Giant?
I lost a beat battle at this production, like it was a producer competition that happened at Apache in Atlanta. And I knew my beats was jamming, but the cat that went on stage, like he had on a Jason mask, way more animated than me, and his beats had crazy breakdowns. But I was a rapper at the time, so I knew like there's no way a rapper could rap on any of these. I'm playing beats that you could actually rap on, and I lost. And then I literally went back to my partner crib because I was staying with different people at the time, sleeping on the couches, and I wrote As Small as a Giant.
Right, and he said that the inspiration came from him losing a beat battle to me,
to the Giant.
Right. And then he wrote that song. Here's the thing. That's my favorite Big KRIT song of all time.
And that song, you inspired him because he went up against the Giant.
I had no idea that my favorite Big KRIT song. So like that, and like at the time he had that beat where he had flipped a Hometown from Adele, right? In my hometown.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And we also have a hometown beat as well. So when we first made our hometown beat, somebody was like, "Oh man, Big KRIT already did this." And I went and listened to KRIT shit. I was like, damn, this shit is nice.
Yeah, KRIT, that shit is nice.
Yeah, it is like hella nice. Like he sampled it. Like I know Big Sean got a version with it. We got our version. And all 3 versions is different. Right. So like they all have their own DNA, which is what I love about music production. Is what I love about musicianship in general. You could give 10 people, you can give 100 people the same exact
sample, and then it'll be flipped.
Yeah, everybody can take the same inspiration, and because it's gonna change based on like your personal experiences, like your feelings and moods in that moment. So say like today I'm in a good mood, I'm happy, I'm talking with Sid, you know, we doing the show right now, we doing the interview right now, and we having a good time. The music I make today is gonna sound like this, right? But then say tomorrow me and my girl get into it, we bumping heads, we arguing about bills or some shit like that. If I make music tomorrow, that music that I make tomorrow is gonna be different than the music I made today. Because it's all shaped by what we're going through. Like we're all the total sum of our experiences up to that moment. Right. So the music that we make, and I love that about music, how you could give 100, you can give me the same sample 100 times, and I might flip it 100 different ways based on how I'm feeling at what point in my life you give me that record.
Like if you're going through a breakup, you know what I'm saying? But hey, but listen, hey, I'm just saying, you going through some shit. You just never know. And I'm just using that as an example. You know what I'm saying? You just never know how the music gonna come out, because it could come out really sad, or it could come out really aggressive.
Yes, it can. And all of it can. And then just like work, and then like, okay, so like say I'm in a happy place, right? And like I'm in a good place, and then he might not be in a good place, and then we make music together. That music that we make in that moment can only sound like that at that day. Right. And then if the next day you in a good mood and I'm in a shitty mood, and we make music that second day, that's gonna be a different set of music.
That's fact.
You know?
And that's what's great about music. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's great about beat battling, and that's why I like to see you. It's very, very few producers that can get on stage that actually give a show performance. Even I done been to a few with the choir. I haven't been to a lot of beat battles, but the ones I've been, you know, a lot of producers are not animated. The producers, we not animated like that anyway. A lot of us ain't. I don't know fucking why. No. I don't know why we such introverts and shit. You know, we be in our little bubble and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we go our beats. You know.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. I think being a music producer lends itself to being introverted, because it's like, I want to do music, but I don't want to be on the stage shaking hands, kissing babies. I don't want to be constantly judged in my face. But like as a producer, you could literally just be in your room. You could be in a space like this, never talk to nobody, email beats out, put shit online, never have to interact with anybody like the face to face. And then, so yes, it lends itself to like being a songwriter, and I think being a music producer lends itself to being an introvert. So okay, I am an extreme extrovert. Hannibal the beat animal suffers from high self-esteem, y'all. Just so y'all know.
Me too. Like I never really been an introvert like that. You know what I'm saying? I go ahead and talk with it. You know, I've never been in my bubble. But how can, you know, young producers come up? How can they kind of like break out of the shell? Because at the end of the day, man, you know, you can't be locked up in the space like this 80% of the time. You got to get out here. And I've been seeing a lot of y'all young producers, man. Y'all be really like standoffish in the corner. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know?
Yeah,
you know
yeah, pretty much.
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
pretty much.
You know how can they break that mode? You know what I'm saying? Get out of that.
I think that the way to break out of that is to just do it. It's to just, you got to jump in the deep end of the pool. One of the things that I used to do with so back in college, I was in a singing group. Yeah. First off, I feel like that.
Say he was in a singing group.
That I feel like that deserves a different. Try the Magic 20. Do that one instead. Try it again. I used to be in a singing group.
You didn't tell me that shit.
Yeah. So
you didn't tell me that shit.
Yes, back in the day, me and my production partner Ace Wonder, we were in the singing group in college.
This is exclusive. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a secret. Like, yeah, we was in the singing group. I was the bass. I was the Mike McCary of the group. Like, we was trying to like Boyz II Men 112, and we would like we were performing all over New Orleans. We opened up for 112, Carl Thomas, Jennifer Lopez. We opened up for a bunch of people. Yeah, did our own show at Tipitina's. It was fresh.
What? Is there a video, y'all?
Probably somewhere. There's got to be. Like, we had fans and everything. We had a fan club.
So why you stop singing? And you make R&B. You make dope ass. You one of the few producers who can make a dope ass, you know, make hip hop tracks and make R&B tracks. Like, I struggle with making R&B tracks, but you and your production team, y'all can like damn near make any fucking thing.
Yeah, like we kind of treat we kind of like being a musical Swiss Army knife
and do it well. See,
yeah,
because a lot of people say, I could do this, but y'all do it effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? So and you tell like y'all definitely have fucking talented gift. But again, like why did you stop?
We started leaning more into as the group devolved, like 'cause we went through a bunch of incantations. At a certain point, it was like me and Ace Wonder was kind of like, you know what, we would just do better if we just did this ourselves. But the problem is like, how do you have a group where it's like you got one nigga that's like a lead vocalist and a tenor, you know, with a nigga that's just a bass, right? That's a weird. You know what I'm saying? That's just a weird thing. So it was just kind of like we were gonna kind of do it like
be like Lou Rawls.
Kind of like an R&B version of Gangsta, where it's like a producer and the rapper, right? He was gonna be the singer, and I was gonna be basically be Devontae Swing, and he was gonna be KC.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Did Devontae Swing did all the production for Jodeci?
Yeah.
Did he do right? Okay,
yeah. So that was the idea, and then we were just gonna do that for a while. We actually almost had a record deal. Almost had a deal with Columbia. Back in 2006, we did an R&B album, and almost had a deal with Columbia, and it was just we was right there. They was putting together, like there was a little tour that was getting put together. It was us. I don't remember. I don't want to say the wrong names because I don't want to say the wrong names and get it wrong. But I did tell you. But yeah, it was dope. We was almost there.
Dope. So now working with now I understand like working with NIVEA.
Yeah.
Correct? You know what I'm saying? How you doing, NIVEA?
Yeah.
I seen you at the Hannibal.
Yeah, NIVEA. I
seen you, girl.
So yes, we are working with NIVEA.
She got a boyfriend now. I let you know I seen you.
Hey, listen, you gotta go watch a show, or you gotta go watch Queen's Court on Peacock.
Listen. Gotcha.
Yeah. And it's a dating show, and then you'll see whether NIVEA.
Oh, she's an Aries.
She is an Aries. Oh, she is Buku and Aries. Yeah. I'm gonna clip this out and send it to her. I'm like, oh yeah, she is like whatever you think Aries women are. She that.
Right?
She that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm a Capricorn, so I don't know if that's gonna work.
Look, I'm a Libra, so like Libras and Aries is opposites.
Yeah, very big opposites.
Big super opposites.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's come a lot of fire. I'm grounded. I don't think it's gonna work because she's gonna want to do. She's impulsive. She can be. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, she is.
Right.
But also in that is like my sister's in Aries. Actually, I think either my sister and NIVEA are born on the same day, or they born like a day apart from each other.
My younger sister Aries, and she's impulsive. Hey, how you doing, sis?
You know, Also, what's up, Jasmine? I shout out my little baby, my baby sister as well, Jasmine.
And that's some shit. My baby sister's the goddamn Aries.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What's up, Kamara? How you doing?
Kamara and Jasmine, how y'all doing?
But working with NIVEA, you know, aside that, NIVEA is very talented.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And working with her, like how it is, you know, working with her. I love the record that y'all did, the single that y'all did. That was dope.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate that.
All you guys out there definitely dope jobs. So how was it like putting that record together?
We got two records out. We got Killer and we got Virginia. Killer's the newest record that just came out, and then Virginia's the one that we put out at the beginning of last year.
Gotcha. And why did she call it Virginia?
Yeah, okay. The record is called Virginia because, man, I don't know if I can tell this story. I feel like I can tell this story. NIVEA was going through a situation.
Okay.
And man, damn! I want to tell it.
And it happened in Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it right there.
Yeah. I don't know how much she wants me to say. I feel like at this point it should be public knowledge, but I don't want to say something and then she'd be like, why Hannibal had to go say that shit? I was like, my bad, Niv. I didn't say nothing. She's
an Aries, so she's definitely gonna call you. Why you saying that, Hannibal? You put my business out there. Like I don't know what she sound like.
But if you listen to the lyrics of the song, that was very much a situation she went through.
That's why I asked about it. I'm like, hey, how did this come in this song? So something must have happened in Virginia.
Yeah.
So whatever happened in Virginia, stayed in Virginia, but she put it out on the record. It's a dope record, by the way.
Yeah, it's a fantastic. It's a very vulnerable record. It's a very, like, oftentimes in R&B, and then I have to shout out my head songwriter Cole Love, and his cousin Antoine. They are phenomenally gifted. My writing team is incredible. It's taken me years to get a team of writers together that I trust and respect.
There's not a lot of talented writers out here. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know what?
It is, but it's hard to find them. I'm gonna put it that way.
I think what happens, especially in Atlanta, is like the really good songwriters don't want to waste their best material on like mid to low level producers. They want to save their best songs or their best ideas for the higher level producers.
Okay.
And in the higher level producers, aren't trying to work with the mid and low tier songwriters.
Gotcha.
Right? It's just, and I mean, that's a very gross oversimplification, but also in my tenure in the industry, that has also been what I have seen. So I've come across some writers that like, there's one big writer I worked with not too long ago, and I had an opportunity to work with her years before, and she wouldn't work with me then, but then I had a situation where Prince's former manager walked me into a room and then presented my stuff to her, and then she wrote to it immediately. Okay. Because it came from Prince's former manager.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Also, shout out to Mark Welch for that one. I appreciate you, Mark. Mark has thrown me a bunch of alley-oops, and I appreciate that.
That what's up, man.
Yeah.
That what's up, man. But shout out, man. So how much of the project, NIVEA's project, you guys are doing? Are you doing the whole thing, or just some of it, half of it, whatever?
The idea was initially for us to write and produce the entire album. So I can tell you this: we currently have an entire album's worth of material written and recorded and produced. Right?
Gotcha.
But we are also looking for other other singers, other producers that might be able to add different flavors to the shit. I recently was talking with DJ Toomp about maybe collaborating on a record and getting Toomp to do a record on the project.
Got to DJ Toomp. Hey, DJ Toomp, you got to come on the show. Beats by Said show. You got to come on here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but dude, I want to. Raz Rich got to.
Yes, we also ATL Track Monster alone, MVP Raz Rich. He's also got he's got a couple records he did on NIVEA. He's got one definite for sure. We also got Raz. We also helped me and my writing team also wrote a record on one of Raz's beats that ended up being Raz's first placement.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what it is. He wrote the song is called Flowers by Lindsay Blackwell. Lindsay Blackwell is the star of she's one of the stars of Netflix's 13 the musical.
Oh,
yeah, and she put out her debut joint as a solo artist, and it's produced by Raz Rich and is written by my writing team, Cole Love and Slayla the Purpose.
I can't even say the goddamn name. You say
Slayla.
You asked me. You told me to listen to her music. Hey, she's dope.
Yeah, she's dope. Her project. I was very happy with no money behind it. She got 100,000 streams first month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations.
So yeah, she did that. So yeah, we've been putting in work, man. And then I've been very lucky this year to have a couple releases. We had NIVEA's single Killer came out. I have a singer-songwriter, Butterbeat Rocker, that I'm working with.
Nice.
She released her single Time Stand Still, produced by us and Raz Rich, which will be featured in her upcoming film very soon. I don't know what the actual release date is on the film. We just produced, me and Raz Rich also produced, Team MFN and Raz Rich also produced Dead Roses for this pop singer named Tris Day. So we got her record out.
Well, hold on. Skirt.
Yeah.
Why is Raz Rich not part of Team?
Listen.
Why is he not the fourth member?
We are having very real conversations about making Raz the fourth member of Team MFN.
Y'all been talking about conversations for the last 2 weeks.
Listen, sometimes conversations happen fast, sometimes they happen slow, man. He just wanted to hit the sad horn on me, okay?
I did. I was waiting for it.
He was hovering over the button the whole time, y'all.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the right time because I've been saying this like forever. Like, yo, Raz needs to be a part of Team MFN.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of it that makes sense from especially from a musical standpoint. Raz Rich is an incredibly gifted musician. He plays 10 instruments. He has perfect pitch. If you've ever seen any of the videos of Raz and I making beats in 5 minutes, like he and I, like we work seamlessly together. And I've only had that type of workflow with Ace Wonder, Johnny Brasco, Raz Rich, and
right.
my head songwriter Cole Love.
Yeah.
Those are like the only people I've ever worked with in life where it's like we could sit down and just go and it's done. Like before I even know it, it's like we finished.
And the way, you know what I'm saying, and the way you guys, you know, for the first season, right? You know, we're gonna get into that ATL Track Monster, general manager, team captain. Of course, you see the jersey, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. I got the 23 on.
Yeah, the 23
right there.
You already know, like
Jordan, right?
Jordan, you know what I mean?
That's right.
He's a Jordan of beat battle, you know what I mean?
I am.
What was dope seeing you guys work together the first time, y'all, it's like it blossomed into, it really like the first time y'all got together, it's like boom, automatically, like, you know, things that two fucking Libras together, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it just boom, just blossomed, and then, you know, just got 30s and all the fucking rounds. I don't think it's no round that you guys didn't get 30s. That didn't get 30s.
Right? Not for the live beat making round. We got a 29 in an R&B round once at the championship, and I still feel so. C Chung, my brother, I love you. I'm still salty about that 29.
Yeah, we salty about that, bro.
I wanted that.
We never really speak about it, but you know, we salty about that, bro.
Yeah, we wanted that. We wanted that 30 on that one. Right. That was just that joint. Ooh, that joint is epic. Right. But it was like, look, I mean, 29 is still a fantastic score. Like, you know, so I'm really not complaining. We won the championship that first year. Very grateful. Our team is very talented. Top to bottom, front to back.
Right. It's you know. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. It's gonna be very hard for any team in the league to beat us.
Oh Lord, there you go.
Come on, man. We beat the champions of last year.
Oh my God. See, look, I can't.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that because you know you telling me to calm down. Calm down. But again, you know, I always tell people the reason why of my antics the first season because it was one particular person. I purposely went after because he was. Disrespectful to the league and disrespectful to our commissioner Chu, and I didn't take kindly to that. So I made it a mission for my whole season to go after that particular person, not his team, because I love all the producers on his team. They're all very talented. You know, so I check in and see what they're doing every now and then. You know, and they still doing their thing. You know,
they still do. Like I've been here. I heard a beat recently that they posted online, and I was like, all I remember thinking to myself was that shit was dope. I actually messaged them about like, hey man, like, you know, what would it take to get y'all back in the league? So that's a conversation off the air. Right, that's off the air conversation.
Yes, you know, that's what's up, man. Hey, Hannibal, the Bean Hannibal in the building.
Yes.
Show. Yeah. You know what I mean? So real quick, I want you to talk about the show that comes on every Wednesday.
Yes.
Right. The shit show.
Yes. Hannibal and Monty shit show.
Right. Let me. The way you spelled it, you know, I thought that should say 5 hits show.
The 5 hit show.
Right. And y'all kept saying the shit show. I'm like, why they keep calling it the shit show? They should say 5. Oh, they can't. Damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because it was like if we spelled it SHIT show, then the YouTube algorithm is gonna make it very difficult for people to find.
Fact.
So we spelled it the number 5, the letter H, the number 1, and the letter T. So it still looks like shit, even though it doesn't actually say shit.
Right.
So that's why.
Like I said, you guys had a lot of dope episodes, but the one I definitely love was when Monty wore that goddamn hat and somebody said, "Hey, that look like he wearing a lampshade on his head." Man, I died. I died laughing. I said, "Yo, that was the funniest shit." Dog, I was in here rolling on the floor laughing shit. Dog.
And we've had said on the guest a few times.
A few times.
The race draft. We did a race draft.
That was a good one.
We did a race draft. We had it was like me, Monty, me and my podcast partner Monty, said, and we had this
the Glare. The only white guy that had to represent. I didn't like when he was about. He said, "Yeah, man, we would like to trade." He wanted Eminem. I think he wanted Eminem. No, he wanted we could trade Eminem, but he wanted Snoop and. I said, no, hell no. You can't give up Snoop because Snoop got to come with the Doggy Style, all the Master P records. Now you got to come with Death Row. Yeah, you know he got Death. Nah. Then you did all that Dr. Dre shit going. No, I said, no, you can't.
Yeah, we were having a bit of a time trying to figure out like we were trying to trade Kanye West to white people,
right?
And then we were trying to see. So if we give white people Kanye West, who do we get in return?
And it was tough because a lot of white people didn't want him. I'm like, damn, y'all don't want Kanye West albums and and they just didn't.
Y'all didn't want My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
They didn't want that shit,
right? I was just like, look, listen. I was like, y'all take Kanye, but then y'all give us the first 3 albums, right? So then we keep College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, and then y'all keep everything after that.
What did we end up agreeing?
We loosely was like gonna do like Kanye for U2. Like black, like U2 would be black, and then Kanye would be for white folks. But we couldn't come to terms on that, like for real. Like we really could. There was everybody was trying to offload, they didn't want. Everybody that they tried to give us, we didn't want.
I would have took Kiss.
You would have?
I would have took Kiss over Kanye. I wouldn't took U2. Even though I like U2, but I would have took Kiss.
Well,
I would have took Kiss.
Hannibal and Monty's Shit Show is an interactive reaction channel on YouTube. But that's what our current version of the show is. It's an interactive reaction channel. Monty and I watch shit, we react to it. We have a bunch of different segments on our show. We like to get the crowd engaged. And like every so often we'll do like a monthly torture episode where we will intellectually torture ourselves for the entertainment of our fans. So a torture episode for us was like 1 month we watched all of Michael Bay's Transformer movies at once, or like 1 month.
I would have did that. I would did that.
Yeah, 1 month we listened to all 23 Kids Bop's albums.
I wouldn't do that.
We did one where we listened to.
That would have been torture.
We did Insane Clown Posse's whole discography one time.
That might not have been that bad.
That was bad. It was.
It was bad.
It was very bad. Damn. It was so bad.
I like
but interesting.
They got some dope records.
You know what? I don't know if you should be the general manager of the Track Monsters. So. Talking some crazy shit like that.
Okay. I give myself a goddamn say. Gotcha.
Right. But like the one that we did bad Keanu Reeves movies one time. We did
what bad Keanu Reeves movie that he had?
Oh, there's a couple of them though. Like,
Speed was good.
No. So first off, Keanu Reeves made a lot of movies, and like to find his worst movies, you got to we had to go find some bad movies, but they were bad though. Like, see, you thinking John Wick and Matrix and the big shit. He got some small indie shit that's just like,
that bullshit don't count.
Yeah, it definitely counts.
Because Speed was definitely a good movie.
That
was like his first breakout.
Yeah, Speed was incredible. We also did bad comic book movies one time. And that was pretty bad. But like the one that we did that
one been torture for me. I still would watch that.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty. Like, that's because you can't imagine how bad a bad comic book movie could be.
So what was the bad one of the bad comic book?
I think we did the David Hasselhoff Nick Fury movie.
What?
Yeah.
They got a David Hasselhoff Nick Fury movie.
Yeah, it came out like 97, 98. Yeah.
So wait a minute.
There's a
David Hasselhoff played Nick Fury.
Yeah.
That probably been terrible.
There's a Roger Corman unreleased Fantastic Four movie.
Y'all found that shit.
Yeah, it's bad. Listen, if you want to, we can happily go through them. Like, but my favorite torture episode, which is also the worst torture episode we ever did, was we did an episode where we watched all 23 Tyler Perry movies.
That would have been torture. Not saying Tyler.
Yeah.
Not saying Tyler. That would have been torture. I couldn't watch all his.
We watched all 23 movies and then did an episode where we reviewed every single movie.
So the fans. You mean it? So the fans. So this how loyal your fan base are. They would stay there and watch these movies with you guys.
Yeah.
And then stay after.
Yeah.
To talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's fucking loyal.
Yeah, we have a very loyal fan base.
Shout out to the fan base.
Yeah, and
that's what I'm talking about.
It's always amazing to me, like how and I tell everybody this all the time. Like, 'cause I see people that'll complain about not complain, but they'll have the issue of like, man, I'm doing music and I can't get my family or my friends to support me, so it's like I'm putting out my music and they won't share it, they won't like it, they won't do this, they won't do that, and then that shit bothers me. And I feel for them because I've been there too. I know what it feels like when you feel like there's people in your corner that don't have your back, right?
Fact.
And it's frustrating. But when we started doing the shit show, I realized, and not just the shit show, because I've had different things that I've done in my life where I found this happen. Where it's like we have a fan that lives in Norway. And he'll wake up at like 3 a.m. because like the time, right? So in order for him to watch us live, he got to get up at like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning so he could watch us live at like 8, 9 Eastern time.
Wow.
Right?
That's
and
dedication.
He will wake up every morning so he can, every Wednesday morning he can wake up that early so he could watch us do the show.
Shout out to
Penultimate, yes, Penultimate. I appreciate you, brother.
That's what's up, man.
And we got a bunch of fans like that. We got fans in Australia. We got fans all over the world that will like wake up at the ass crack so they can watch our show. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
what's up.
The whole time you sitting up here like worried about like how do I get my cousins or my aunties or these people I went to high school with to share what I'm doing, don't worry about them. There's an audience out there that wants what you make and are willing to help you just be off the strength,
man,
right? So don't worry about the fans that like don't worry about those people. Like trust and believe when you start popping, right? When things start going your way,
oh, they're gonna come back
they
around.
all come back around. They always
anyway.
like all of a sudden you're gonna have like 8-9 love interests gonna pop up talking about like, oh hey, you remember back in the day when I wanted to, or there's gonna be artists that you wanted to work with. This happens to me to this day. Matter of fact, this actually happened to me recently at Atlanta Beat Street. I'm not gonna out the artist, right? But at went to 4 Eyes and DJ Toom's event. 4 Eyes and DJ Toom have an event that they do every Monday night here in Atlanta called Atlanta Beat Street. It is a fantastic free event that anybody can go. It's the most fun you can have for free on a Monday night in Atlanta.
And I went. That's when I went. You know, the first night I got to go back. I'm going back Monday. Definitely go back this Monday. You know what I'm saying? On that time was June. What is it, June? What the fuck is it? June something? I don't know.
12th?
June 12th.
Is that right? No, I don't feel right.
No, that's not right. June 19th. June 19th.
Yeah.
June 19th, 23. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna be in the building. I went the first time. Hannibal performed. You know what I'm saying? So Black Metaphor came out. Shout out to Black Metaphor.
Yeah, Metaphors, that's the homie.
Agent M came out.
Yes,
Agent
M from the ATL Track Monsters.
Shout out to Agent M, he came out.
Yeah, Agent M also just recently won a beat battle. I think he's won 2 beat battles since we did our last battle.
And he was a feature producer for some. So yeah, shout out to Agent M. You know what I'm saying? So he's an ATL Track Monster. You know, NIVEA came out.
Yes.
Hey, NIVEA. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, NIVEA. And lots of people pull up to like for like these events, and like every time I go, I end up meeting somebody new. You know, shaking hands, kiss babies, get phone numbers, build relationships, all of that stuff.
So so make sure, hey man, if you're in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, or you in Atlanta, or you driving through and you want to stop on a Monday night, y'all come to Hannibal. You know what I'm saying, every Monday. And DJ Toot DJing, he on spinning. Yeah, and he plays some dope beats too.
Yeah, he plays some dope beats.
Yeah, I need some beats too. Yeah, I'll rap on your shit.
Yeah,
he said, man, he was like, man, the beats, man, I ain't even got session to him. I said, man, I don't give a damn. Man, we gonna two. I said, we're a 2-track.
We don't care.
We're a 2-track, no motherfuckers.
Send them to.
We're good. That shit. We'll figure it out.
But the thing I was gonna say was like, I was saying from before. So it's like a lot of times we creators will look for our support systems to assist us with our career, with the marketing, the promotion of our content. And sometimes we don't get that love from them, but then we'll get that love from a stranger that we never met, right? And what'll happen is as your career starts to grow and develop and mature, you start to, like, a lot of people gonna start popping back up. Then all of a sudden them family members and them friends and them high school associates and them former love interests gonna be popping back up. And like recently, so at the Handlebar at Atlanta Beach Street last Monday, I had a rapper. There's a rapper I always wanted to work with. I reached out to him multiple times, and he always curved me. Ran into this dude the other day, and he was like, "Oh, Hannibal, man, what's going on, man? You know I always wanted to work with you, man. Let's get together." Because I got shit going for myself now, right? Like I got some releases out. You know, he's heard more music from me and stuff, and it just, you know, and now he wants to work. Like, and my point is, like, you don't worry about the people that don't support you. You can remember them, like, remember that they didn't support you, but don't let that be the thing that stops you. Don't be like, I'm don't be like, oh, your mama don't support what you do. Don't worry about it, because somebody else's mama gonna support you.
Right. And I seen artists, you know what I'm saying, this is why I seen artists give up, because they get so frustrated because their circle don't support them. I'm like, man, you weren't, and what I don't like what artists does, and you probably experienced this too, they let a good 10 to 15 people discourage them. Man, everybody want to fuck with my music. Dog, you let the same 15 people determine what you gonna do as an artist, and there's fucking 7 billion people out here in the world.
Yeah,
there's 2.5 million, there's 4 million people in Atlanta, and you worrying about your 15 people to tell you, oh, everybody heard my record. No, it didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got 100,000 streams, everybody in here your record.
Yeah, exact. And I tell people that all the. I actually had the same conversation with my head songwriter Cole Love early today. We're doing a listening party, so Cole Love and I are releasing an album, hopefully sometime this year. I think it'll be this year. It's Cole Love and the MVPs. You know, Cole Love is my head songwriter, singer. The MVPs is myself and Raz Rich, along with the rest of the band. I
want to manage all the MVPs.
Listen, let's talk about it. Let's definitely talk about it. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be an excellent time. But one of the things we were talking about, we got this sheet made for everybody to so we're doing a listening party on Sunday. And
June, but by the time y'all see this, it was already gonna be.
Yeah, it will have already happened. But
But you have a listening.
We have a listening party on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, and
June 18th.
And on he made got these sheets made where it's got the name of the song. And it's got like a rating system where people can rate the song.
See, we did that we did one time at the listening session. So that's dope. I always like that.
Well, we can rate it from 1, like have the people rate the songs from 1 to 5. Fact. And what I told him, I said, I don't want to do it that way. Because I don't really care what you think of the song, right? Because here's the thing, and I don't want to make it seem like that doesn't matter. It does matter, but hear me out on this, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody has a song that is a great song, that is like objectively great, that is universally recognized to be an awesome piece of music that they just don't like, right?
That's a fact.
There's some music out there that everybody feel like, you know what? Everybody loves Return of the Mac. I hate that song. I hate it with my heart.
I don't like that song either.
I hate that song. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a bad song. So should that song not go on the album because Hannibal doesn't like it?
Right.
Fuck no, right? I don't care about like what you think about this. This is what I want. We're going to play people like 20 songs. What I need to know is, of those 20 songs, what's the 3 that you feel like have to be on this project? That's what I need to know.
Because those might determine. I'm not gonna say it, but I already know what you're thinking. That's
what I need to know. What are those 3 songs that you feel like put together? Like yeah. So it's like if I'm making Thriller, and I actually got this process from Quincy Jones. Like when they first was working on Thriller, they wrote something like recorded and produced 50 to 100 songs, and then they sat down with that 50 to 100, and it's like, what are the 3 that are the certified, guaranteed, absolute? These are the ones that we have to. This has to be on this project because they're that good. They're undeniably great. And those 3 songs was Billie Jean, Beat It, and Thriller. And that's it.
Yeah.
So, and then what they did was they took those 3 songs and then they built the rest of the album around those songs.
That's a good idea.
So that's what I.
That's a good idea. Yoda. Shout out my dog Yoda.
Yes.
That's exactly what we do. I'm working on his next album, FOF. And shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? In Miami, I've been working with him for a little bit. Hey, listen, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, like just
that's a great fucking idea.
Yeah, I don't need to know what songs you like, because then there's so many things you got to take into account. Personal bias. How are you listening to my music? Like, are you who are you comparing my music to? Who do you think this music is for?
Right.
Like, there's so many things that get thumbs down because people don't understand the context of where it's supposed to exist. So what I want is, hey, we're gonna play y'all 20 songs. What's the 3 that you like? No. We do this project. The project's called Heart of a Prostitute, by the way.
I love that title. Love the title.
Cole Love and MVP's Heart of a Prostitute coming soon.
Fucking title.
Yes. And what I need to know is, of the songs that we let you hear today, what 3 songs would you, if you had to put these 3 on a project, like just 3 songs on the project, which 3 would you be like, these have to be on there? And I want to know, everybody that's in that room, what those 3 songs are. I don't need to know the songs you love the most. I don't need to know the songs you hate. And look, that don't mean that I'm gonna reject that information.
Right.
You know, like if you tell me like, hey man, like I love this and that, but I don't like this and that. Like I remember my ex-girlfriend. There's one of my bigger beat battle beats. I beat a bunch of people over the head.
Goddamn ex-girlfriend.
Yes, Virgo.
Oh shit. Yeah, mine was a goddamn Scorpio.
Yeah, listen. So like. So,
fucking Virgos and Scorpios.
So anyway, one of my big beat battle joints. She heard. I remember making it, and then she heard it, and she was just like, "Yeah, this is just all right. It's just mid. It's not great. You know, like you got better shit than this."
Oh, okay.
And
at least she said that shit.
And I used that beat to beat. That beat defeated a lot of producers.
So the one,
over the last
so the
3,
one
4
she
years.
said that you gotta. it's the one she said that it's gonna that's mid. That ain't gonna though that beat went on to beat, use that beat to beat a lot of money.
A whole bunch of people. And then the girl I was with before that, there was a beat that I made that she heard that she was like, oh yeah, that this ain't it. And then everybody else that heard when I played it at battles, they was like, yeah, this is it. So that's I'm like,
so the moral of the story is, don't listen to your girlfriend with choosing beats. So if she say no, that beat is mid. No, you take that beat and go get a placement or something.
So I spend a lot of time playing music for strangers, right? And part of playing music for so many people. So let me go back. Back in 2010,
okay,
my New Year resolution was I wanted to make everybody a fan of my music. Every person I came in contact with, I wanted them to know that I did music, and I wanted to make that person a fan of my music.
Facts.
And what I learned was, in this process, and I'm glad I did this, right? I'm glad I did it for a bunch of reasons.
Okay.
There's one thing I learned is a lot of people like music that I don't make. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
So it forced me out. It forced me out of my comfort zone to make a lot of shit that I don't like making. So it was like I met one person, all they listen to is country music. Well, I don't got no country music. So I had to go make country music, and then I made a bunch of country joints, and then I played one of the joints for her, and she was like, God damn it, that sounds like some real country. Like, yeah, well, yeah. I was like,
that shit was exhausting.
And it
was exhausting though.
Yeah, and it was like, and I had, yeah, it was a nightmare. Because then it was like, when you say like every person I have a conversation with, it's like, okay, that, like, you don't realize how many people you come in contact with to put yourself in that position. But I did it, and in doing it, like I said, the biggest things was I learned, one, there was a lot of music that people liked that I didn't have in my inventory.
Right.
So that meant that I had to go make a lot of stuff. Right. The other thing is when you're letting people hear music, you have to. There's a bunch of things that you have to understand about that listener. Like, what is the context in which they're listening to that music? I'll give you a great example. Say, I don't know. Tell me an upbeat song that like just an upbeat feel good song makes you feel good every time you hear it. Just put you in a good mood.
Any genre.
Yeah, any genre. It don't matter.
I like LL Cool J's Headsprung.
Oh, I love that song. Yeah, great song.
That one on the fucking top. That one on the top list of that beat shit.
Yeah.
That the beat list that you posted. But now that you posted. I'm like, yeah, it's like 45 beats don't need to be on this list.
I definitely want to. I definitely would like to come back to that shit.
And Headsprung wasn't on that list.
They call me Big Ellie.
First, I already know. I know what you're about to say. First off, LL Cool J, nobody calls you Big Ellie. Nobody. I was like, who in the fuck calls him Big Ellie?
Love LL Cool J,
but
nobody has ever called him Big Ellie.
You're a fellow Capricorn, so I give you that one. But no, nobody calls you Big Ellie. Right. but I define when I'm choosing if I'm choosing beats like that, beats whatever, I'm choosing beats where the artist, don't matter what they say, it still gonna be a song. And that was one of those songs that it did again. It did, yeah. They call me Big LA, but it fucking didn't matter because the way that beat came on, the way Timberland did them, that shit is phenomenal.
So take Headsprung, right? So now take a situation where it's like very traumatic for you. Say like you just lost your job, right? Like for something that wasn't your fault. Right, somebody lied on you at work, or whatever. You lost your job.
Damn.
You were dependent on this next paycheck, and you have no idea how you gonna go from this week to next week and just keep all of keep everything you juggling in the air. Then on your way home, you get pulled over by the cops, and then they want to take you to jail.
God damn.
So now on your way to jail, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now you in lockup, right?
Okay.
You lost your job, you in jail, you know what I'm saying? They only let you call local numbers. You don't know no local numbers by heart, and they won't let you use your phone.
Damn, this is a real story for somebody.
You are fucked up right now.
This is a real story for somebody else.
So now imagine somebody's like, hey man, I got this song you need to hear, and then they play Headsprung. It doesn't matter how good that song is in that moment. You're not in a place to receive that.
Yeah, facts.
You see what I'm saying? So I took you through that whole journey for that. Like when you playing music for people, you got to recognize the headspace they're in. Some people aren't in a space in that moment to even be able to receive hearing new stuff. It depends on what mood.
Nobody want to listen to LL fucking call him Big LA. Man, I'm in jail.
They might want, like, they might be in a mood for something different. Like they might need to listen, like they might need to hear something sad, or they might want to hear something more aggressive, or like you never know what mood people are. You got to understand the space that people are in when you pitching the music to them.
That's facts. So when I was going through my situation, right, my bullshit situation, you know, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna say it when I was going through my breakup with the fucking Scorpio. No, I didn't. You know, no. What I'm just saying is, I didn't want to. I didn't want to hear anything. I didn't want to hear nothing.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying? And then after a day or two, then I wanted to get back hearing, you know, some shit. But I didn't want to hear nothing aggressive. Matter of fact, my son, you know, he'll play some dope music, but it was all sad. I said, I don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going through this. I don't want to be sad no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm already sad. I don't want to get sadder. You know what I'm saying? I want to listen. So, you know, the motivation speaking helped me get through the shit. And then, you know, me losing weight, looking good and shit. So, and if I'm a new woman, so, hey, all that shit's great. Yeah. But all this is great. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, depends on, you know, yeah, if you're in a certain situation, just, you know, like me or anybody else, yeah, you don't want to hear, like, yeah.
And then there's certain people that when you playing the music, you're also fighting against their preconceived notions about both you and the genre of music you're playing.
Gotcha.
So like, I used to work at a Home Depot on in Powder Springs.
Okay.
Right? And there was a lot of like old whites that worked there. Right? A lot of colonizers.
A lot of colonizers.
and these were people that were like I worked with people that had never heard a Jay-Z or Beyonce song in their lives. Right? They had never heard a Lady Gaga song or a Taylor Swift song. That was not the world that they lived in.
Oh, they lived in the Johnny Cash world. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
So when now I'm trying to play music for this person, I can't go in there just playing them some like hard ass rap beats, because their perception of rap music is all gangsters and thugs and, you know, shooting and killing and misogyny towards women. And I'm like, that's not all rap music. I was like, have you ever heard the theme song to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Well, that's rap music.
Right.
Ain't no curse. Ain't all of those stereotypes you just said.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you a little story. It was a guy that used to work. I was working at Alpharetta, and he said the same. The white guy. He was an old country white guy, but you know what? He wasn't that old, and he said the same thing. He was like, he thought rap music was all this gun shooting, whatever. I said, hey, listen, I'm gonna give you two rap groups to listen to. So I'm gonna give you two rap groups to listen to.
Okay, I want to see. I got one in my head. I'm curious.
I said I'm gonna give you two. I told him, I said, I'm gonna give you two rap groups. You go listen to, because he listens a lot of music. I said, you listen to him, you come back to me. Okay. Guess what two rap groups was? Outkast and Goody Mob.
Oh, that I wasn't.
Outkast and Goody Mob. I said, go listen to these cats and come back to me. He came back to me 2 days. He said, man, this stuff is good.
Yeah. And it's not. That's what I'm saying.
And I said, did you hear any killing in it? Nah.
That's the thing. Like people in general they have this overwhelming notion to throw everything into a box, right? Because it's easier for them to just throw everything into, like, all right, everything goes here, everything goes there, and that's what it is. They do it. We do it with people. We do it with music. We do it with television shows. We do it with food. We do it with almost everything in our lives, right? We throw everything in like a giant fits-all box, right? And with music, that's not the case. Everything doesn't fall into the same that same box. And I do this all the time. I do it with rap music. I also do it with country music too. I find myself regularly defending country music, because there's a lot of people that feel like, and I'll be talking to white folks that be like, all country music is singing about your car and your girl, and it's either sad love songs or I'm singing about my truck, America, right? And I'm like, that's not true. There's a lot of country music that's not that. And then I'll play them Tennessee Whiskey from Chris Stapleton. Right,
that's a good song.
It's a fantastic
that's
song.
a good song. It's a great song.
And it's a country song, but at its core, it's a blues Etta James record. right? And then he basically sung an Etta James record, and he took the lyrics to Tennessee, an old song called Tennessee Whiskey, and he put those lyrics
on top of that,
the Etta James melody. So it's this bluesy R&B, and it's that white boy blue-eyed soul. You know, like his voice sounds like he just got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds like it sounds like some chain gang shit.
Right.
But so I tell people all the time, I say, so that record is country music. So
it's even does with settings. Like you go to a club. Mm-hmm. If I'm going to a club, i.e. strip club, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear Wu-Tang in a strip club.
It depends on the club.
No. I don't want to hear Wu-Tang in a strip club.
Well, okay. I'm
no. I don't want to hear Cream get the money in the strip club. You know what I want to hear? I want to hear Pop That Pussy in the strip club.
But like Shay Shay La Ghost or like Tush or Gravel Pit, you can play those in the strip club.
No, I don't want to hear no boom bap in the club.
Is that
I love boom bap.
And look, not one of those songs I named was boom bap.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
No. Play me some Travis Porter. I take them. Play me some Luke. play me some Potential. Play me that. I want to hear that because I want to hear the ass jiggling. I want to see. I said it right. I want to hear ass jiggling.
Yeah, but that's the point. You want to hear ass jiggling music. So if Wu-Tang made ass jiggling music,
it got to be good.
Okay, but that's my point. Is that like context and setting are very important when you're playing music.
That's true.
So going all the way back to the listening party, like I'm not interested in knowing. I mean, if you want to tell me the songs that you like or tell me songs that you didn't like and why you liked them and why you didn't like them, I will listen to everything that you got to say, right? But like what I'm interested in are what are the 3 songs that have to go on this album?
3 songs.
That's like the 3 that's like, no, you have to put these out, right? And I want to see if there's a common denominator in the people that come to the room.
Fact. Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
Because like in my head, I got 5 songs. Cole Love has 5 songs that he wants to put on this project. So we want to take it to the people and see how many of those ideas are also reinforced.
That's what's up, man. That's Hannibal the Beat Animal. Beats by Said show. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait for this album. Heart of a Prostitute. Heart of a Prostitute. Love the fucking title. All right, we tail end of the show. Whoa, we was in there, man. I knew it was gonna be long. You know what I'm saying? Because it's great stories, great conversation, and we can go on for hours. You know what I'm saying?
We really good.
We can go on for hours, but we're gonna do the 5 for 5.
Okay.
5 for 5, right? 5 for 5. Beats by Said 5 for 5. Okay. I got you. Here we go. Tigers or Lions?
Wait, and what sport?
No, regular.
Just regular animals. Tigers or lions? Tigers.
Tigers? Yeah. You gonna take a tiger over a lion?
Yeah. Tigers are bigger. They're more dominant. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ain't that many of them left. So why would you take a tiger? Why would you take like a tiger? There's only like three in a 3 left.
How many beat battle champions are there out there? It's not a lot of us either.
Oh shit.
You know?
Good point.
Yeah. Like listen. It's lonely at the mountaintop sometimes.
Good point. All right. 500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z?
500. Listen, 500,000. You know what's crazy about that question? Because I've seen versions of that floating around the internet for a while.
Yeah.
And be like, hey man, like people always be like, oh man, I take the dinner with Jay-Z because he gonna give me way more game, and then that's gonna be worth millions of dollars than that 500,000. And I'm like, man, you know what I imagine? Going to dinner with Jay-Z and then Jay-Z be like, hey man, you should have took the 500,000.
Right.
That's what you should.
That's what I be thinking.
The first thing you should have did was took the money.
That's why I be thinking. Jay might like, man, you should take that 5. You should do that 500,000.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Give me the money. Yes.
Give me the. All right, cool. Timberland or Scott Storch?
Timberland.
That's
I listen. Scott Storch is incredible. He is solely, almost exclusively the reason that I love Beyonce's "Dangerously in Love" album. It's like to this day, it's like Lemonade. I still feel like is her best body of work.
I think it's a best because she had like 10 videos of that shit. It's like she put a whole Lemonade was dope.
Yeah, but Dangerously in Love though, like Scott, was even though Crazy in Love is my shit, but like Scott Storch did Naughty Girl, he did Baby Boy, and he did Me, Myself, and I. And what I love about those 3 records is they don't sound nothing alike. And
me myself without show no. Me myself without was a dope. That's a dope fucking
incredible fucking.
That's like that was like the ladies' anthem. Me myself and
that was my joint. When that album first came out, I was like, oh, this is about to be one of them ones, and that ended up being one of them ones. So yeah, Scott Storch is incredible. I love what he did on like he played the pianos on Still Dre.
Right.
He co-produced.
But you still taking Timbaland.
Yeah, Timbaland.
Yeah, Timbaland. Yeah. They call me. I can't. No, that beat is dope. Though. That's like one of the top 5 Timbaland beats I love.
When Scott Storch battled Manny Fresh said something. He said there are producers that create moments in music, and there are producers that create movements in music. Right? He was like, he said that what Scott Storch did was he's got a lot of moments. Right? He was like, Baby Boy, Naughty Girl, those were moments. Right?
But Timbaland,
Candy Shop was a moment. Lean Back was a moment. Make It Rain was a moment, right? But Cash Money was a movement, you know. And the reason I would pick Timbaland in that situation, Timbaland is one of the few producers that has movement, that was a movement, and he had moments. Yep. He had both.
He sure did.
Yeah.
And he remember he took a hiatus because he was going through some shit and came back with Nelly Furtado with Promiscuous Girl. That shit was. Yeah. Oh my God! That shit.
There are 2 more tracks on that project. There's another track on that project that I absolutely fucking love. That joint is.
And then what he did with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
They got 2 albums together.
Yeah.
That shit though. All right, cool. That goes back to what I'm saying. All right, Cash Money or No Limit.
Cash Money. All right,
Cash Money.
Yeah. Look, listen. I love No Limit. I've actually had the pleasure of working with both. Like artists from, but like that's a whole other. But yeah, Cash Money is like that's a no brainer. Like No Limit was big because they had a lot of the best, like Mystical, Fiend, Mia X, Mr. Magic, Soulja Slim, rest in peace, Soulja Slim, Mac. They had some incredible rappers over there, and they had some incredible Beats by the Pound. KLC is probably the most underrated producer.
Yeah, KLC don't get a lot of respect. Shout out to KLC.
Like he is
dope. He's dope as fuck.
He's so like he did like
but,
No Limit.
I'm pick No Limit, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because they had literally a well-oiled machine. There was a machine, and they filled the space that a lot of people had gave up on. That kind of like the gangster rap after Pac died and stuff. Mm-hmm. And that shit is like, it's like they didn't let it die, and they filled that space, and they didn't not just like filled it. Mm-hmm. They like filled it with cement and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, I understand like Cash Money has been relevant, and I'm gonna say it to the point Cash Money had the better artists. Right? You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne, Juvenile, the whole Hot Boys. I think they need to be, I wish they had a little bit more albums together because you could put them as one of the greatest groups. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I will pick them just because, what P and No Limit had did to fill that void. And then they went on ahead and got Snoop for 3 or 4 albums. So you can't. Yeah. I can't get away from that. All right. Last one. Lil Kim or Nicki Minaj?
Nicki. That's
a tough one. That's a tough one for me. I love them both.
I'm a fan of both of them, but like if I'm being told, okay, so the way I quantify rap music, like so I think about rap music like I think about basketball. In that every year there are a certain amount of every year in basketball there are a certain amount of players that are in the MVP conversation. There's the obvious MVP. Well, some years there's very obvious MVP choices,
right?
And there's a bunch of runner-ups, right? Nicki Minaj is the only female in rap music where she was the MVP of rap music, and she had at least 2 or 3 years where she was if not the MVP, she was in the conversation. Even at Lil Kim's best years, right? And Lil Kim's best years are incredible. Her first album is Bananas, and she did an album with Scott Storch, the one that had
and Timbaland,
the one that had Magic Stick on it. That album.
Oh, okay.
With 50 Cent.
And she did one with she had a record with Timbaland.
Yeah, Lil Kim has done some amazing things in her career, but I've been having very real conversations that when we talk about Nicki Minaj isn't she has to be in the conversation of greatest rappers of all time. And
I think she needs to be. And not just female, but she needs to be in the
greatest rapper conversation. She has to, like, and again, when it comes to, like, I want to be very clear about this because I don't want the internet coming for me like Hannibal said Nicki's the greatest of all time. What I said was I don't think hip hop has a definitive, like you can make a case that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. I can make a very easy case for Mike. I can make a
I can make a case that he's not, but
I would love to have.
We'll do that on the shit show.
Listen, I would love. We can't do it on the shit show. Monty don't know shit about sports.
Oh shit!
It had to just be me and you. So we had to come.
We had to come back. We had to come back.
But like you can make cases for like Muhammad Ali is the greatest boxer, or Mayweather. You can make a case for Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all. Like there's certain people where you can make an argument for them being the greatest. With hip hop, anybody you can make a case for as the greatest, I can also give you like 2 or 3 reasons why that person, why you would have to put asterisks next to that person's name, right? Whether it's Tupac, Biggie, and I'm just going through some of the names that get thrown out a lot. Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem,
Andre 3 Stacks always come up.
Yeah, I always keep Outkast together. I never separate them.
Right, but I think because the verses he gives be so dope, but again, he has no solo album. I love Andre 3 Stacks, but I would never put him in the top 5 because he doesn't have a solo album.
Okay, that's
you know what I'm saying. That's like you got a verse, like you got verses, and they dope. Now, of course, you got to like count. You know, like let's keep that in consideration. Yeah. But to say put him over like a KRS-One. I mean,
like
I'm just saying.
KRS-One, Rakim.
They always come up in the conversation.
LL sometimes pops up in that conversation.
But Nicki never pops up in the conversation.
Yeah, I think like the 2 female rappers that I think have to be included in that conversation is Nicki Minaj and Missy Elliott. Yeah, I absolutely feel like those 2 have to be in the conversation. And I think that I don't think there's any definitive yes, but I think that whenever I ask people like those top 5, top 10 lists, one of those names I mentioned ends up being in most people's lists.
Nicki, what I love about Nicki, and I would say she had this over Lil' Kim. Nicki does multiple things well, and she does it at a high. She does it at a high level. Not only she give you bars. Not only her tone, her cadence, and everything is dope, but she also can make these pop records. Yeah. She also can make some of these variation of R&B records. You know what I'm saying? And she does them very, very well at a high level. Yeah. She's entertaining. So she's entertaining. She looks good. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so
the industry has literally copied her archetype for every female rapper to come out since then. Right. Now, you can also make a very, like, if we're being fair and transparent, that archetype that Nicki Minaj has that all the labels are copying is the original Lil' Kim archetype. So they took, like, this is what Lil' Kim was doing in the 90s and the early 2000s, and then Nicki Minaj, like, I'm talking about looks.
I'm talking
about looks. I'm talking about her aesthetic.
Aesthetic, right.
I'm specifically just talking about her look. Like, the Nicki Minaj look now, for every female rapper that wants to come out with a label deal, a label is going to try and make you look as close to that Nicki Minaj aesthetic.
Right. We not at 80 grand though. We ain't finna do that shit.
No, we shouldn't do that. We should do because like we need to show
shout out the whole Trilly.
Like there are so many fantastic female rappers. I used to work with Jean Grae back in the day.
Jean Grae is dope.
Incredible. Jean Grae is incredible. Rhapsody is incredible.
3D Nocti is incredible.
3D Nocti. Oh my God, I want to work with her so bad.
3D Nocti is incredible.
I mean, Snow the Product.
You know what I'm saying? Man, it's quite a bit of dope female artists out here.
No Name.
No Name.
Yeah.
Man.
Hope Trilly.
Hope Trilly. Definitely fucking Hope Trilly.
Yeah.
Hope fucking Trilly.
There's a lot of very talented females out here. You know, and then there's also there's also some people that's in the industry already that you don't think about as rappers, like people like Lizzo, Janelle Monáe. Like Janelle Monáe got a record called Django Jane, right? Where she just bars out on that shit.
Dope. But you know about Janelle, notice about her now? she's starting to show a little bit more skin now.
Yeah.
You seen that, right?
So first off, that's been, if you really been paying attention to Janelle Monáe, she's been easing into this for some time now.
I'm like, okay, like, cause at first she's like, she did like interview. She's like, well, I'm not gonna really be doing that and stuff like that. Now I see her like, okay, you kind of showing a little bit more skin now, and then now she like, boom.
Listen, Janelle, but be proud of them titties, girl. Okay. Put them on this, but yes.
Be proud of them titties, baby. You know what I'm saying? Be proud of them titties.
Janelle Monáe is wildly gifted. It's also strange to me because I've seen a lot of conversations from men about like, oh man, I can't believe she sold out. I can't believe she went that route of fucking doing the sex. First off, you niggas wasn't listening to her music no way. Y'all wasn't her target demographic. Y'all wasn't out here buying her shit. You know how I know? Because I remember being the only nigga buying her shit. I remember me and Chris Bell, Black Eyes Bell, being the only two men listening to Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe is dope, man. You know what I'm saying? She's dope.
She makes, she the female Andre 3000.
Damn, that's wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She the female.
She the female Andre 3000.
Yeah. She and I really like, yeah. But what I'm saying is, and I say that to say this, all artists, and this isn't just true for women artists, even though I think it's worse for female artists in this industry. They try to make every woman be like, all right, well, you gotta, you need to go get some work done. You gotta get some lipo. You gotta get your titties did. You gotta go get your BBL. You have to go do this. You gotta dye your hair. You gotta wear these clothes. And here's the thing, you fucking don't. You don't have to do that. You never have to conform. You never have to. You look the way you want to look, dress the way you want to dress.
You don't have to. And now, but now you see now you notice too that now the independent female artists, quite a bit of them are following suit because they see the major female artists some of them are doing. So they think, well, this is what I got to do to get on. Now I'm not saying, if this is what you do, then that's who you are. If that's your brand, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want to, shake your ass, whatever. I ain't got no problem with it. I don't understand how I see a lot of men, they be like, man, I don't want to see no artist shake their ass. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because you know why? They're entertainers.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like why, like, listen, I'm not trying to say I'm being a female advocate. No. I'm just saying though, listen, I'm a guy. If I'm going to a Nicki Minaj concert, and if I'm going to a Megan Thee Stallion concert or whatever, or whatever, I want to be entertained. However she ever gonna do that, that's up to her. Yes, if she come out and wearing something nice, I'm a man. Yes, I would love to see her. Yes, she gonna turn around and shake her ass. Yes, because I'm there to be entertained.
I'm like, look, do what you want to do. If it ain't hurting nobody, keep doing the shit, right? And anybody be like, oh no, but what about the children? Stop letting your children hear music and shit that you feel like is harmful to them.
Fuck them kids.
Like, that's really what I want to say.
Fuck them kids.
And just like, at the end of the day, like, look, at the end of the day, you the parent, all right? So stop putting the issues with your kids on the music and content. You need to do a better job raising your kids.
Right. You want to let your kids watch porn, would you? All right, then shut the fuck up, all right?
Right, for real. These motherfuckers be doing the most. But yeah,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think that Nicki has a place in that conversation. I like, and I'm not saying that I feel like she is or isn't the best, I think that when you have the conversation at this juncture with everything that she's accomplished, you have to have her in that conversation.
Just go listen to her. Just go listen to music.
Yeah. Like she's had a couple years where, like, I want to say like 2012, 2013, 2014. Oh,
she dominated.
She was the top. Like, she made the most money. She had the most hits. She had the dopest like Monster on Kanye on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh yeah. Oh,
she got on the record with Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Rick Ross and stole the show. And she's done that a couple times on a couple different people's records, right? Like, there's
my favorite track on that album. My favorite track on the album is The Devil in a Red Dress
with Rick Ross on
that shit.
That shit is
that beat.
That beat is hard.
I don't know how they made. I try to remake that shit. I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop.
that beat is hard.
That shit is dope.
That beat is hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Rick Ross did his thing on that shit. But and he put him at the end of the, like, you gotta like listen to the song like 5 minutes.
Five, 6 minutes. And you gotta get to like the 5 minute mark to get to Rick Ross
part. But it's well worth it because when Rick Ross come on that bitch, That shit's dope. But yeah, that whole song's dope.
Yeah, and I love that song is as long as it is, and that you have to wait all the way to, because then when you finally get to that part, it's like it's so worth it.
The whole album is dope.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is a fantastic piece of music.
I still listen to that fucking album.
It actually kind of makes me sad to think about like where the descent that Kanye has made from where he was mentally, physically, spiritually then to where he is now. I really hope that brother gets the help that he deserves.
I do, man.
You know, I hope they stop putting cameras in that man's face, you know, and
you want to get your ass slapped around, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass slapped around. Yeah, man. Hannibal, the beat animal, Beats by Said Show,
right.
Captain of the ATL Track Monsters.
Right there.
41 beat battle wins, you know what I'm saying? He got a beat battle coming up, you know what I'm saying?
I got a beat battle tomorrow. Is Brews and Beats and a Low Ray from the
Low Ray's battling. Shout out to Low Ray.
Is also gonna be in that battle.
Shout out to Low Ray. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be battling. But so by the time y'all see this, he is already gonna be battled. By the time y'all see this, whatever like that.
And then I got another battle on July 2nd.
Oh, there you go, July 2nd.
So then I got another battle then versus a guy named .R. I'm listening to his stuff now, and I'm like, oh, he's very impressive. He's very it's a face to
another victim.
It's a head-to-head battle. I mean,
another victim.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all
another victim.
I want to give y'all a little bit of beat battle advice.
Victim. That's what he is. Another victim.
I want to give y'all a little bit of beat battle advice. A couple things that I've learned from doing beat battles over the years.
Don't go against Hannibal.
That I think that everybody can take. I'm ignoring him right now. Just gonna keep going.
Do not battle Hannibal. It's like going against playing Jordan 1-on-1. You don't want to do it.
Listen, I'm definitely as competitive for sure. One thing is I do research on everybody in the contest. I want to know every producer, but even more than that, I want to know everything I can find out about the DJ. I want to know everything I can find out about the where the venue is being held.
Hold on. Why are you giving out all the secrets?
Because one of the biggest issues I have in the music industry as a whole is that people hoard information.
Fuck them people.
Yeah, no, listen. There are so many people, it was like, that purposefully sent me and my production team in the wrong direction, right? Like, just because I give you the game don't mean you're going to use it the same way I use it.
I see. I hear what you're saying, right? This is where we finna have a debate. I hear what you're saying. Oh, it's competition. That's like Peyton Manning is telling Ed Reed, you know what I'm saying? Ed Reed's wasn't phenomenal to say the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
But that's like Peyton Manning telling his opponent, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know what I do with the ball, so when I throw it that direction, you know what I'm saying? When I throw it that direction, I'm gonna throw it deep or whatever the case may be. When I twitch my hand, that means I'm gonna throw it. That's like that, and that's like, okay, you giving the secrets away that tell you how to beat you.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah.
At least that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
You know, I come with competition.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You are too. You know, this is sport,
look,
right?
And somebody could look at this video and then be like, oh, now I know how to beat Hannibal, right? I mean, that's not the way it works. Like, so when I used to do jiu-jitsu, when I was training jiu-jitsu, I used to train with this one guy, and he would tell me how he was going to choke me out before he did it. And he would tell me, he said, hey, look, I'm about to put you in an arm triangle. I'm telling you what I'm about to do. Don't let me do it. And then he would just still do it anyway, right? Just because he tells me what he's going to do, I still got to figure out how to stop him.
That's true. That's a fact. That's true.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm giving y'all the game. And then also this information I've learned in beat battling is something that you can take with you in like every facet of like marketing, networking. It has a lot of different principles that you can utilize outside of just the world of beat battling.
So hey, he give y'all the sauce, so pay attention.
First thing, I do research into everybody that's going to be at the event. I want to know all of the artists that are performing, the other producers. I want to know the DJs. I want to know the event coordinator. I want to know as much as I can find out about all of them as possible.
What about the person in the bathroom that do it? They hand out the soap.
Listen, if he got Instagram, I want to know what it is, right?
Most likely he or she probably do got an Instagram.
Right. And then if they do, and I find out that they like East Coast beats, you know, with East Coast beats that sample from old school TV shows,
right,
then I will definitely go in there with that Jefferson.
So you go in the bathroom,
the Jefferson's boom bap, and then that motherfucker jump out and like, that shit was fire. Who played that shit?
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Out of Reach, because he flipped that Good Times beat.
Uh-huh.
That shit. Shout out to Reach on that one.
Shout out to Reach.
Shout out to Reach on that one.
So yeah, that's one of those things. Do your research on everybody at the event. The other thing is I always, and in doing that research, I always make sure I have more options available to me than my opponents do.
Oh, well, that's a gem.
Yeah.
That's a gem right there.
Always make sure you have more options than your opponents.
That's
every
a gem.
time. So if I'm going up against somebody, and I know that, matter of fact, I've done this before. I went up against this one producer, and he pretty much does sample bass, boom bap, East Coast hip hop. That is his lane, right?
Right.
So what I did was, like, you know, we battling each other, you know, 2 beats, 60 seconds, right? He plays his first beat, right? Like, he plays his first beat, you know, and it's exactly that, right? And then so then I meet him in that same lane.
Right? Got you.
So then, so I showed everybody in the room I can do the same thing that he does. Now I'm gonna drag him out of his comfort zone and do something I know he can't do, right? So then I turn around and play like a dope ass original R&B joint, right? Now, and it's gotta be dope enough to win the room. And if it wins the room and the crowd is like, ooh, that shit is fire. Now if he goes back to that boom bap hip hop shit,
and it ain't gonna have the same type of effect
because I've changed the energy of the room. Right. So he either has to follow me where I brought him, or he's got to stay in the zone that we not in no more. Always have more options than your opponents. And I tell you how I use this.
But that comes from number one, study your opponent.
Study your opponent.
Study your opponent.
So, and then what'll happen is, so like now I'll go and, like, say if I sit down with an A&R, and the A&R is like, hey, so I'm currently working on
all right, this is a gem for the producers now.
This
is a gem for the producers.
Currently working on Lil Baby's album.
Okay.
Right? And Lil Baby wants to do something different with this project, you know, but I know what he's looking for, so play me some joints, right? So then the first couple producers all go in and they play the type of beats that they've heard Lil Baby rap on up until that point, right? And the A&R is kind of like, yeah, maybe I like it, maybe I don't. So what I could do is
A&R be fickle too.
Yeah, A&R is very fickle. So what I might do is, if I see everybody going in a certain direction, I'll change the energy of the room, where the A&R might be like, ooh, I love that joint you play. That's not right for Lil Baby, but play.
I have another. That has happened to me before.
Yeah, and
happened to me. You know, it was like, well, damn, this ain't for this particular artist, but I have another artist.
Yeah.
That I manage or produce. He would love this shit, or she would love that shit.
Yeah.
That has happened to me plenty, and I have gotten placements like that.
Yeah, same
you know
as I. And then what'll happen is then they'll take that joint, they'll place it with a different artist, and then you know what, they'll go get a feature on it, and then the feature be Lil Baby. And now you got a Lil Baby record, right?
Yeah. And also too, this is a gem too for producers. Even if you made a record for another artist, let's say an independent artist, and he go get a major artist on it, still put the name on that you produce a record for, blah, blah, for whoever. So let's say Joe Blow Smo featuring Lil Baby. I produce a record that has Lil Baby.
Oh yeah.
Say that shit because say it because your record was good enough for Lil Baby to even do a fucking verse on it.
Yeah. And
like, I don't understand why producers don't do that. Like,
all those credits add up over time. Right, like, so it's like you look up and be like, oh yeah, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did that. Like, I was recently in the beat battle I'm doing tomorrow. The Nappy Roots have a beer brewery here in Atlanta.
They sure do. Yeah.
That's Atlantucky.
That's where it's at?
Yeah.
That's exactly, okay, gotcha.
And
shout out to Nappy Roots on that, man.
And we were sitting out and we were talking about music, and I had said something to him, and it was just like, I don't know. It's like I said something to him that kind of like sparked an idea in their heads, and then it just like there's value in like sometimes going against the grain, but like having that research into your opponents and stuff like that. So once I knew it was the Nappy Roots, I started saying certain things, and it was like, oh, so you know this person, you know that person. Like, there's lots of ways for you to build relationships out here. There's a lot of things,
especially out here in Atlanta.
Yeah, but just from doing beat battles, I've learned the art of presentation. I've learned how to take, like, if somebody gives me 15 seconds of their time, I've learned how to take 15 seconds of their attention and turn that into 30 seconds. I've learned how to take that 30 seconds of attention and turn that into a minute. I've learned how to take a minute of their attention and turn it into 5 minutes. I've learned how to turn 5 minutes into 10 minutes. I've learned how to take 10 minutes and turn it into 30 minutes. So so I've learned how to like cultivate that attention. Right. I've learned how to like sell the room.
And that's what's great about some of y'all, a lot of you beat battle producers, the way y'all know how to grab it, you know how to take, you know what I'm saying? You know, what I'm amazed is that, you know, and I always struggle with too as a producer, you know what I'm saying, how to y'all can really like y'all arrangement, y'all can add different mini sounds, but the smooth how it the transitions is so smooth. It's not choppy, it's not like all over, it's transitions, and y'all do a fantastic job doing that. Y'all make like 5 beats into one in fucking 30 seconds. Yeah. And I'd be like, okay, if an A&R sits down, and I'm like, this is why I know like some A&Rs are just dumb as fuck. I'm gonna just say it like some of you motherfuckers just don't. Some of you motherfuckers don't. Like, I don't listen to beat battle producers, and I'm like, and I was like, yo, let me listen to beats, and they'll have they're like, okay, it's like 6 beats in one, and the trend. I say, yo, I would be like, yo, can we take that part at 35 seconds?
Yes.
Let's take that part at 35 seconds. Let's make that a verse. Yeah. Then let's take this part at from 35 to 40. Let's make that a hook, and let's make this and turn this beat that's like charismatic and aggressive. All these changes. Let's turn this into a 2 minute and 30 second song. And because I know my artist will rap on that part, and that's room for him to rap. I don't understand how A&R would sit and be like, nah, my artist won't rapping that. Oh, they be like, well, you know, nobody can rap on that. No, motherfucker. Listen to the beat and find the pocket in the shit.
They're lazy. Like that. Like the modern A&R is lazy. The modern rapper is lazy because everything is being like it's literally just being handed to them. Like when you send a song to an A&R, it used to be you could send them an idea. Right. Like you can send them like a rough recording, say, oh, I got this idea. It's like a melody of me, like just like you can send them like a voice note of you just humming along to a beat. Like I got this melody, I got this beat, and blah blah. Send it to them, and they'd be like, okay, cool. I know the writer I need to give this to. I know the singer I need to go demo it. That used to be their job. Now when you give them the records, it has to be radio ready as soon as you give it to them. So they want it fully produced, mixed, mastered. It's got to sound like it's going on the radio in that moment.
And I don't understand, like, you know, what I'm saying, like, A&Rs got fucking lazy, but you know what? There's a value that you can sit down with somebody like Hannibal and say, all right, cool, play me. Even if you say, man, pay me your 10 best beats. Yeah. Let's see what we can come up with. I'm gonna find if somebody recommended me to you and told me you're this dope, I'm gonna find at least one beat out of the 10. And if I don't like the 10, all right, pay me 10 more. I'm gonna find one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find one. Man, and I don't understand. And now you like, well, now it's like artists now. You know, now artists now they get to the point where they don't even want to come to the studio and listen to beats. Yeah. I'm like, nigga, you an artist. Yeah. Your livelihood is on beat production. But bring your dumb ass to the studio and listen to these fucking 40 beats at least for one fucking day.
They're so used to being able to go on, like, and this isn't a knock against like beat stars, producers, or producers that put their beats on YouTube. But what'll happen is they're so used to just going on YouTube and then searching whatever it is that they're looking for. The beats are there, and then they get to cut out the middleman, you know, for a lot of producers. Right. And I've talked to rappers that have told me like,
well, shoot, A&R's going beat stars and listen to the beats.
Yeah, this is also true.
You know what I'm saying? They going beat stars into beats. I'm just like flabbergasted at the laziness of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because that is literally their job, is to find those diamonds in the rough.
Right.
It's like for them to hear that 60-second beat battle track with all the big changes and breakdowns and all of the stuff in it, and then be like, yeah, now let's take that and like stretch this out, put this here. And in my career, I've probably met one or two out of like 1,000.
But you know what?
That do that.
I'm gonna tell you why A&Rs don't do that. They're afraid they're not gonna. If they do what they do, they're not gonna get any other residuals off that record. Because you know A&Rs, they work on salary, right? Most of them work on salary, get paid 30, 40, 50 grand, whatever a year. You know what I'm saying, from the label. They work on salary. So a lot of them ain't gonna get the points off that particular record because it's almost like producing. I'm like, nigga, you an A&R. You like, hey, I'm at least. If I'm gonna get the play, if I'm a producer, and if I'm going to get the placement on Nicki Minaj's album, and from the air, now I don't know if she signed to a label or not, but let's just, you know, hypothetically speaking, she signed to a label, Cash Money, right? And I'm an A&R, and I'm with the producer. I said, all right, cool, let's take this beat and arrange it. me and the producer work out. So listen, I'm gonna get 1% at least off the points off the production of it, because we produce. You know, I'm because you kind of go into producer mode.
Yeah.
Get the fucking point. Get 2 points.
Yeah. Just get the points. Yeah.
I don't think a producer would turn down I don't think no producer, unless you hire them, would turn down that placement from Nicki.
Not at all.
Because you want 1 fucking point.
Not
all right,
at
cool,
all.
nigga. I'm getting 3. Let's split the point. Give me 1.5. You take 1.5. Let's roll.
Like I said, the modern A&R is lazy because the industry has made them lazy. It has put them in a position where they don't have to do that work, and because they don't have to do it, a lot of them are just like, oh yeah, well just give it to me as is, and it's just. And this is the thing. Like I get into it with A&Rs about this shit all the time, and also in doing beat battle joints, like you got to have like different versions of beats. So like I'll have a version of the beat that peaks at 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds. And then I have to have the full beat tracked out in song form just in case. Right? So
right.
I like every beat I do now, every beat that my production team does now, we have to have 5 versions of every beat that we do. Like 3 to 5 versions of every beat. Just because I never know what they're gonna want to hear in that moment.
Right.
You know, and it's a lot.
And,
it's a lot of work.
And what I don't like is too, I specifically always ask artists or their manager. I said, well, what are they looking for with artists? I always ask these questions.
Oh my God.
I said, what are they looking for? Are they coming out with? It's gonna be an album, single, EP? Is going for a move? I ask these questions, and 9 out of fucking 10, these niggas don't even know.
Yeah, I recently spoke with an A&R, and he was,
what the fuck?
He told me he was in Chicago with an R&B group, and he was like, "Hey man, I know you be doing R&B. You know, maybe you can send me some joints." And I was like, "Cool. What can you tell me about the group?" He's like, "I mean, I told you they R&B group." I was like, "Right, but what kind of R&B group? What type of R&B do they make?" He's like, "You know, like traditional R&B." I said, "Cool. So I'm gonna send you a bunch of Anthony Hamilton sounding beats, and you're gonna be good with that, right? I'm gonna send you a bunch of beats that sound like Charlene, right?" And he was like, "Well, no, I don't want that." I was like, exactly. So what type? And this, my biggest pet peeve with A&Rs, DJs, rappers, managers, artists, songwriters, is that 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, 999 times out of 1,000, they don't know what the fuck they want, right? And instead of saying, "I don't know what I want,"
right? Like, instead of saying the shit, "I don't know what I want," I hear, or at least tell me, at least say. I just know it when I hear it. If you say that, then I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna play some of my dope shit
until you
decide whatever.
So I kept asking him. I was like, "Come on, well, what type of R&B are you talking about? Like Chris Brown type shit? You talking about Usher type shit?" And he's like, "Yeah, stuff like that." I was like, "Okay, what era of Chris Brown? What era of Usher? Because like, if I give you These Hoes Ain't Loyal, that is very different than Put You to Bed.
Right.
Those are, or if I give you Forever, that's very different from the song that Chris Brown had with Drake. Those are different records.
Or they'll say some shit. They'll say some shit like this. They're like, "Yeah, I need something that's like, you know, the that's like MGK's whatever record, but with a cross between of a Chris Brown and a slightly different edge of with Beyonce, Dangerous in Love."
Yeah, they'll give you a bunch of songs that don't really make sense together.
What the fuck is you talking about?
So this is what I tell everybody to do. This is what I did, and this I've had actually quite a bit of success with this. When you get these motherfuckers to play ball, they don't always do this, right? What I'll tell them is, "Hey, send me 3 to 5 examples of songs or beats that you're looking for your artist, and then I'll send you some stuff based on that." But I tell them all the time, my producer catalog has 26,000 pieces of music in it. We have more beats than you have days left to live. Okay? So it takes me and my team a while to go through our catalog and pick out beats.
And you ain't finna go through that shit.
So the more you can refine it, the better it helps me. So if somebody says, "I'm looking for some rap shit," okay, cool. But if they say they're looking for some rap shit like Griselda and Ransom, well, that helps me out. That
helps. Matter of fact, I had somebody, you know what I'm saying, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say his name, but he's part of Wu-Tang Clan. Somebody had mentioned my name. They was looking for beats, whatever. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, you know, he got a female group that he's coming out with, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, and he putting it together, they have the music yet." I said, "Well, what type of music?" I said, "What type of beats you looking for?" And he said, "Something like, you know, Wu-Tang, Being the Butcher." I said, "Okay, cool." that gave me
gives me
something to go on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. He's looking for that bet. That give me something to go on. But when motherfucker like, I don't like this too. Yeah, I'm looking for beats. Well, I said, send me a link to your music. I don't have music out yet.
Yeah. Like if somebody told, that's another thing you say, nigga, we could just do a whole show that's just shit that people do to piss us off. Yes,
the shit that artists do to producers that piss us
off.
Yes, I say, well, and this is why I say now when artists do that, this is why I say, make a whole mixtape with industry beats and get back to me. Because I want to see what beats you want. Because now I got to see what beats you gonna pick.
When I come across,
that's what I tell them. I say, hey, just because I'm not finna sit here and try to figure out what the deal is and shit. Like, no, I'm not finna do that. That's not my job.
Done.
Fuck that shit.
Done. I'm not.
Go rap on some industry beats.
Yeah.
Go make a whole mixtape of 12 songs, 15 songs. You come back to me. At least I can get an idea of whatever.
I hate the artists. I hate the creators that have the private pages. What am I supposed to do? Like, they be like, oh yeah, follow me on Instagram. Okay, cool. You go to the Instagram
and it got on.
It's blocked. It's like it's locked. They got to give you. They got to accept you. I'm like, what type of artist are you?
Right. Or put it this way. They say they're artists, but they have no music on their page.
None whatsoever. I've met at least 2 or 3 chicks that I swore was models, and they was like, oh, I do music. I said, oh, okay. Well, I said, where's your music? And then they give me the Instagram, and I see the Instagram, and I see lots of bikini pictures, and not one song.
I said,
not a link to their Spotify or YouTube or SoundCloud, nothing. I don't see no music on your page, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's wild.
Oh, shit, you get one, and I say, hey, send me a link to your music. It's one fucking song you did in 2019.
Yeah, I got a girl like that.
I'm like, what the? Oh, well, I'm trying to get back in it. I said, damn, it take you 5 years to get back in it. Oh, hell no, fuck that.
I'm good on that.
Nah, fuck that. I'm not. Yeah. It's funny because we shouldn't be like that, but that's already kind of tell you like what it's kind of already giving you an idea of where the headspace this artist probably was in. Now, I met an artist who got locked up, and this is why he wasn't making music, and then as soon as he got out, he started, get back in it. Mm-hmm. So I could understand that part. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. You win and paid your debt to side, and you had to go. So I understand that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of these female artists, a lot of artists, period, right? Not just female, but yeah, I make music. All right, where's your music? You go on their page and shit, there's nothing on there. Or they got one song they did in 2017, and it's about, I'm trying to get back in it. Nigga, it took you 5 years, 6 years to get back in it?
Yeah. It's why I see it so often, and it's one of those things. It just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. That's a big pet peeve of mine. Like the biggest thing for me is like was said earlier was
I said what I said.
Yeah, he said what he said was as I hate when I ask these A&Rs, these managers, these DJs, these artists, and they be like, hey man, what type of music you looking for? And then they give you a real generic answer. They be like, they say some, oh, give me that hard shit. What the fuck does that mean?
Right. What the fuck do they even mean?
Like, because here's the thing, and I tell people all the time, I was an English major in college. Words are relative, right? So like there are certain words that we all use, like friendship, love. I even use something as simple as hot and cold. You from Miami, I'm from New Orleans, right? So if it's hot outside, how hot is it?
Shit, hotter than the motherfucker.
But I mean, what temperature wise? What's hot to you?
Real hot than the motherfucker now.
Uh-huh.
Shit, man, what? Man, 100? 101?
Okay, I was about to say, I was the same thing. Like,
hot.
I was
That's
saying,
hot.
like 99, 100, something like that. Yeah. That's hot to me, right? Mm-hmm. That's hot to you. I got friends from up north where hot to them
is like
it's 80.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's good weather. That's
right.
good weather.
You know what I'm saying? So it's even like, oh, so what's the temperature outside? If I say, like, if they tell me it's hot and then I go outside, like my friends from up north that say it's hot, I'll go outside and I'll be like, it's not hot, it's all right. Because it's okay to me, but that's hot to them. Right?
Right.
Words are relative. We all use the same words and we know the connection that the word implies, but that word means something different to everybody. Right? So when they tell me they want something hard, I don't know what you think hard is. Right? So like going back to the weather metaphor, right? Or the temperature metaphor, right? If you ask me like what's the weather like outside and you say it's hot, right? I don't know if it's hot or not. I just know you think it's hot. Right? But if you say it's 100, now I can gauge whether or not that's hot.
Right.
So if somebody tells me they want something that's hard, that doesn't mean anything to me. But if they say I need something that's hard, like that Lil Baby freestyle joint, or that Lil Uzi Vert, I just want to rock joint. Now, if you say I need something hard like this, now I have a barometer for what you're looking for.
Right.
Now I know where to start in my fucking catalog of 26,000 beats.
Or better yet, just say this. I'm looking for fucking boom bap beats, or I'm looking for trap beats, or I'm looking for pop type beats. Now pop is, pop going all type of rates. So I always say, hey, well, what kind of pop you looking for now?
Look, even with them other two, I feel like though there's subgenres of boom bap and there's subgenre, like, so the type of boom
but
bap,
that's true. But at least that give me an idea. Give me
it gives you a starting point, right?
Right, give me a starting point. Then I can go back. Well, you looking for boom bap like the Benny the Butcher cats be doing it, or you looking for boom bap like Little Brother.
Those are and those are very different types of boom bap.
Like a
beats.
Nice Wonder type. That's what you're looking for.
Exactly.
Or you looking for what Alchemist, and Alchemist is one of my favorite dudes. What Alchemist do? Oh, I want somewhere what Alchemist. Or you say, sure, I want somewhere like what Madlib do. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's the same thing when people tell me, oh, what type of beats you want? I want trap beats. I'm like, what type of trap beats? Hard trap beats. I'm like, I don't know what you think that means, man. Okay? I need you to say the words. I need you to say the words like, hey, if you say, I want to beat like you said, you remember that joint Wheezy did for Gunna, or you remember that joint that Turbo did for Lil Baby, or like I tell people now, just like, hey, give me 3 to 5 examples of beats that you like or beats that you're looking for.
That's it.
Like, let me check those joints out, and then I'll send you what I got that's in that vein.
Right.
If you the more specific you can give me, the quicker. Because here's the thing: sometimes the thing that you ask for might not be the thing that I have at that moment. So it might be like, okay, say you want Rick Ross style beats, right? Like you want something that sounds like something that Rick Ross could rap on, specifically from the Teflon Don era, right?
Right.
So like I might be going through my catalog and be like, man, I don't know if I have that right now. But you know who does? My nigga Said got them type of joints.
Right, fact.
And then now I can throw the alley-oop to my man. You know what I'm saying?
Because I make those type of joints.
Exactly.
So if somebody say, man, I need some R&B, but I need something like, with some groove in it, you know what I'm saying, whatever that. But I need like, I could take even they say, you know what I would say?
Right.
Well, I got my boy Hannibal.
Yeah, look.
I got Raz. Yeah. I got Sean. Shout out to Sean, Blacker than me.
I'm gonna do it right now. So right now, if I say, hey, Said, I need some dope West Coast beats.
Be ready.
Right.
Fuck it. Be ready.
Right. Okay. I need a dope R&B beat.
Raz or Blacker than me.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
Or Hannibal.
Yeah,
or Team MFN.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. It's like we know people that might be able to facilitate what you're looking for better, but we can't help you if you don't tell us what the fuck you're looking for.
I need some sample-based beats. Like that's me, Out of Reach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Agent M.
Yeah.
I mean, like come on. You know what I'm saying?
Recently I had a situation. Last year I had a situation where my manager was in the studio with Summer Walker, and we sent him a bunch of music to play for Summer Walker, and he played a bunch of stuff. And she, according to him, she liked everything she heard, but there were 2 joints in particular that she really, really liked. Now, I just recently heard the project that she put out. Love the project. I love it. I love hearing Summer Walker on this this neo soul / kind of hip hop jazzy. Like I would have never expected Summer Walker to do that type of project.
She like the Mary J. Blige of the young girls.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. And the project.
She's dope though. She's dope though.
Here's the thing: if they'd have told me that's what they were looking for a project, I had a bunch of beats that I could have sent that was in that vein.
But then that comes in the fucking managers and the A&R don't even know their artists.
Yeah, and it just I
can listen to Hope Trilly. I can listen to a beat. And I can tell like, yo, Hope would love this track. Nope, Hope's not gonna fuck with this one. Because I know we know her sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we know, you know what I'm saying? But of course it don't make it easy because Hope can kind of get on damn near anything, whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, well, now I'm like, look, just send me some trap shit, send me some boom bap shit, Beanie Butcher type shit, send me some pop shit because she can do it all, send me some shit. And
Listen,
but like I said, I can pick a beat like if it's a dope track joint, I can automatically say like, yeah, Hope will fuck with that joint. Nope, Hope's not gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
Because I know her sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's like A&Rs and the managers, they don't even know they. So when they come in there, man, just send me some of your best shit.
What is that? That doesn't mean anything.
You want me to poop my hand and send it to you? What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
I could poop my best shit in my.
Yeah, something else, and I got to get this last pet peeve off my chest.
This last one.
I know because we went over 2 hours now.
Nah, it's all good. Hey man, this is a show, man. Hannibal the Beat Animal.
That's right. I'm in this bitch.
We in this motherfucker, man.
And as a sidebar, if y'all don't recognize it already, this room is where myself and Raz Rich do all of our live. Beat making, all our cook-up rounds for the National Beat Battle Association for the ATL Track Masters. We do them all right
here. This is history. This is history. History was made in this room.
In this room, yeah.
History was made in this room.
We've made some magic happen in this room.
Yes, sir.
One of my biggest pet peeves is damn it, I lost it. Wait, hold on. Let me get back to it. I'm sorry.
I got a whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying?
I started to give you praise, and I forgot what the thing was that I was about to say.
The fucking A&Rs, one of these A&Rs do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant for you to see.
that might be what it was. It might not have been meant for you to see.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, listen. Hannibal Beat Animal. July 2nd, right? You got the beat battle. You got another beat battle coming up. By the time they see this one, you already know beat battle. Beats and Brews tomorrow, and then on July 2nd, I got another beat battle, head-to-head versus .R. And I think it's called it's a new beat battle league where they do head-to-head battles. They're basically doing like the Smack URL version of beat battle. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is right now because I don't want to get it wrong. Also too, we July 16th. We having by the time you see this video, you know what I'm saying. Gonna put it out on July 16th. We have a battle. We ATL Track Monsters. We battling the Richmond Soundwave. Soundwave.
We got Richmond next, and then after that we got Tidewater and Carolina, and then
Tidewater, and then
the playoffs.
Yeah. We're gonna make the playoffs. We're going undefeated.
Playoffs, and then after the playoffs we got I don't like talking shit. I don't like talking shit because as Hannibal the Beat Animal, people are waiting for me to fail. Like, and I'm gonna leave y'all with
shit. That's what life.
I'm gonna leave y'all.
Everybody waiting for you to fail.
I want to leave you with this. I'm a 6'2", 250-pound black man that consciously walks around wearing a mask, making beats, right? If I was whack, black Twitter would drag me through the river. The black internet would not let me get, like, the only reason I can get away with this shit is because the beats is dope. And that's not me talking shit, right? Like, me and my production team have been doing this shit for a long time. Drop one of the clues behind the play the horns one more time. Ace Wonder, Johnny Brasco, Team MFN. I am nothing without my brothers. The ATL Track Monsters is an extremely dominant producer collective, and real soon you're gonna be seeing the ATL Track Monsters producing whole projects for people,
right?
And listen,
and playing live, because we actually, and I had to fill in because one of our producers, he couldn't make it, so I had to fill in at Stonecrest Festival, right? With Stonecrest Festival in 2019. 2019. Actually, shout out to True. You know what I'm saying? He got us the gig. The ATL Track Monsters was the best performers at the festival.
Yeah.
And nobody rapped.
Yeah.
I came on stage to introduce everybody.
Nobody rapped. Nobody sang. We got on stage and essentially did a producer showcase, and we stole the show.
Stole the fucking show.
Yeah.
We danced on stage, performed, everything.
Had a great time.
We got the crowd involved. Hey, we had a concept. We said, hey, we're gonna play. We was like, yo, let's play sample beats because like it's gonna be at this, people gonna be in the crowd. They're probably a little older. Let's play some sample beats. And that's what we did. All our beats were sample-based beats. We got the crowd involved. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, who like James Brown? Well, I like James Brown. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, we got something for you.
Yep.
And we was the best performers there, and nobody rapped, nobody sung.
Yeah,
we was the best performers.
Yeah, we did.
That just let us know how talented our team is, and that we want to take the show on the road.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get away with this if I was whack. But I had to be good enough for it to work, right? And I'm thankful. I'm blessed. Being a part of the ATL Track Monsters has put me in a situation where I've been able to build strong relationships with not only you said, but like the entire team. Our team owner, Raphael Capone, the owner of Soul Asylum Studios. Our whole team. Be Ready, Outer Reach, Asaya Dio, Low Rated Producer, Agent M, Blacker Than Me, MVP Raz Rich, myself, Hannibal the Beat Animal, ATL Track Monsters. We won the National Beat Battle Association Championship in 2021, and we sat out 2022, and we're trying to get our title back in 2023.
Facts.
And it's gonna be a fight because the Milwaukee Pad Masters, they don't fuck around, right? And like everybody, Carolina stepped their game up.
Yeah.
Richmond has stepped their game up.
Yeah.
Tidewater has stepped their game up. And so listen, it's not gonna be.
We won our first battle against the last year's champion. So they threw the whole kitchen sink at us. They still couldn't beat us. It is what it is.
Lord,
that's the truth. They did a fantastic job. You know what I'm saying? They did a fantastic job, but
it was a close contest. It was a close. I mean, points wise, the points.
It wasn't. I don't want to talk about why it was close because we already know why it was close, and it didn't have nothing to do with them being, that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole conversation.
Listen, I'm looking forward to, like I said, I don't like.
I think we're gonna battle them again. I think we're gonna battle them again.
I don't like talking shit. I like to let my music speak for itself, right? Especially when you the big dude that wear the mask. I don't go in. I don't talk shit. Like when they be like, "Oh, we want to do a face off with Hannibal and the other person." I ain't finna say nothing.
Hey, listen.
I ain't finna say shit.
Hey, listen.
I'm gonna let my beats do the talk.
I always say this, and me coming from football, and I heard a lot of shit talking. A lot of shit talking. Been a part of big wins, losses. Got my ass. I done been part of teams where we lost 55 zip. I've been part of teams where we done beat motherfuckers 55 zips. I done been part of teams that the team whooped our ass and they talk hella shit before and after the game. They did it. I've been playing against teams. They did exactly what they said. We're gonna whoop y'all ass, and they whooped our ass. You know what I'm saying? I've been a part of teams where we say, "Hey, we're gonna whoop y'all ass," and we whooped theirs. I don't. Me. This is how I look at it. If you win and you can back it up, you deserve to talk shit, but not be disrespectful. But you deserve I'm just saying you deserve to talk shit, and you have the choice to do it if you can back it up.
Yeah.
If you can back it up. Now, if you're not really sure, whatever, then you say your shit talking until you get good or whatever like that. But if you feel confident in your ability, whatever, and you win, and you showing that you've been kicking ass, and nobody can, but hey, you have the right. Now, you can exercise that right if you want. That's totally up to you. At times, I just decide to exercise my right, but I just said, I don't want to talk about the situation, with the team, but again, they said they was gonna whoop our ass. That didn't happen. We didn't. When that was said, nobody said anything. We didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was brought to my attention. I bypassed it. I didn't worry about it. Cool. We gonna, because our focus was getting right. You know what I'm saying? Our focus was getting right. But hey, we still waiting on the ass whooping.
Yeah, I think every great championship.
I'm just saying.
I think every great championship dynasty in every field that exists competitively. There's there's three things you need. You need like a quality leader, right?
Facts.
You need the emotional heart of the team, right? And you need that person that's willing to punch the opponents in the face,
right?
If shit go left. Right,
and I'm like, look, Chicago Bulls had all three.
Yeah, right. And it's like, and sometimes you have one person that embodies all those roles, or one person that embodies multiple roles there, right? But I think in every successful championship team, you need those three things. You need a quality leader. You need the emotional support person, like the person who's the emotional drive of the team. That's always like, come on, you can do it. Believe you. Like,
I think that's be ready.
Yeah.
I think it's be ready.
Yeah.
I think that's be ready.
Yeah.
I think the quality leader is you, and I think I'm the one that's gonna punch a motherfucker in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like the Draymond. I'm the Draymond.
Yeah. Every quality championship team needs those three pieces. You need that. You need those three things to push your team all the way to the end.
Right.
And I feel like we have that, as long as and also having like an excellent camaraderie. Like we're constantly texting each other on a regular basis, supporting each other's events.
Right.
So yeah, I like I said, I feel great about this team. And from a production standpoint, I feel like we can produce a record for anybody on earth. And then with the ATL Track Monster as a producer collective, my songwriting team, Cole Love, Antoine, Slayla the Purpose, Ebony Strong, with those four, and then with like my team MFN engineer Twitch, along with Raphael and Soul Asylum Studios, I feel like we got everything we need for like one stop. A label can come to us with an artist and be like, hey, we need y'all to give us an album on this person, and sit us down, and we will give you that whole album, and it's gonna be amazing. Give us that album, give us that artist in a couple of weeks, maybe a month.
Right.
We got you.
Right.
We're good.
Facts. Because
yeah,
you said it. We got everything what you need.
Yeah. Every genre, whatever it is.
From like, production, from even because I know the business, you know what I'm saying? So even from knowing the business, developing, you know what I'm saying?
Artist development.
All of the development, we can do that shit too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can show artists how to perform, you know, how you stand on stage. Man, I can do all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And like
I can really coach y'all through this shit. You know what I'm saying?
And now we're getting into video editing too. So when you look at what I'm doing, what Outer Reach is doing, what Agent M is doing, it's like we're in a different area of like being able to maximize our reach and our effectiveness.
Right.
And then the entire collective has so many placements, you know, like with Blacker Than Me, now we have a Grammy nominated producer on our team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's incredible. We got and again, go back to Soul Asylum Studios. Raphael, he runs the he been around for a while, for years, right? So he knows his stuff. He runs, you know, his facility is one of the best, or if not the best in Atlanta. Matter of fact, probably in the southeastern seaboard, he probably has the best facility.
Yeah,
and the best in southeastern seaboard. I mean, I don't want to give all his, but listen, man, I'm telling you, everything you guys need. I don't give a damn. You Universal, Sony, we have it here.
Yeah,
we have it. Your artists will be taken care of.
Yeah,
and that is the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, it's like y'all still be looking at, well, what do we do? Send on us.
Yes, listen, ATL Track Monsters, right? Multiple placements. You know, we were like multiple placements. Grammy nominated.
State of the art studio.
Yeah, like
song quality songwriters. You know, they got placements. I mean, come on, man. Platforms. I'm part of a DJ coalition. You know what I'm saying? It's next level DJ. Shout out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Next Level DJ. So we got platforms. Beats by Said show. Asaya Dio does an event every fucking month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, like Lorraine getting in DJing now.
Yeah, she
you know what I'm saying?
I think she's doing a DJ contest.
Right.
She got a DJ contest coming up soon. She started teaching herself, or she's taking classes to DJ, and she's getting in her first DJ battle. So she's doing a beat battle now, and in a couple weeks, she's about to do a DJ battle.
And guess what? And she's our finger drummer. When we didn't have no finger drummer. And we didn't have no finger. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Man,
it's an incredible team. And I'm so proud of this group of musicians, and I look forward to being able to help create opportunities. I want to create a scenario where everybody on this team is making enough money off of music where that's all they have to do.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I already see it. I'm manifesting it. It's definitely gonna happen. Whether it's gonna take one to be that fire starter, or it's gonna take a conglomerate of everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. It's nowhere in the world that we have, you know, we all have something to offer. Mm-hmm. Everybody on this team that's part of this team have something to offer. So ATL Track Monsters is just not a beat battle team. This is a conglomerate. It's a brand, man.
Yeah, it is.
We got so many things under this umbrella. You know what I mean? It's almost like we like the NWA. You know how like NWA, everything came from under that umbrella with the Ice Cube. So it's kind of like that kind of concept. You know what I'm saying with AT because it's something already been brewing. You know what I'm saying? And it's been brewing for a long time. Cats already been acquiring about us. Producers, you know, they wanted to see how they join the team or whatever. So, I mean, it's already been happening. And listen, man, Sony, Universal, any other fucking label, ain't got to be them. Any goddamn label, small label, big label,
Universal, BMG,
Atlantic, goddamn it, TDE, all Quality Control. I know they got brought out, but all you motherfuckers, all you, listen,
everybody,
you got. Matter of fact, if you got artists, whether they majors or not, I'm gonna say this. If you got artists on your label, because I'll be looking at these websites. Y'all, Atlantic, y'all got like quadruple fucking artists I ain't never heard of.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing these motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what to do with them? Send them to us.
Yeah, send them to us.
Send them to us.
Send them to Atlanta.
Come to Atlanta.
Send them to Atlanta for a month. Put them in the studio with the ATL track monsters and watch what we do.
And watch what we do. And guess what? We'll take them over to Soul Asylum Studios.
Yeah.
You can record in the Platinum Suite.
We the new 808 Mafia. We the new ear drummers. We the new good music. Okay, that this is and it's gonna be more next level than that because we can produce in like every genre of music.
Facts.
It does
every genre.
We're writing, recording, mixing, producing every genre of music.
And it don't matter what type of artist you are. I don't give a damn you pop. I don't give a damn R&B. I don't give a damn you write it boom. You a boom bap, whatever artist. You a trap artist. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
If you only do Tejano music, we got you.
Right.
All right. Brazilian jazz, we got you. Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. We can do it. It doesn't.
We can do it. Come to Atlanta. Let us lace you, right? And I promise you, make it worth your while. Like I said, it's gonna happen. I'm going to make this happen. Right? I say it like the thing that I want, like before the dust settles and smoke clears on my career, I want to make more black millionaires than the NBA.
We can do it.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna say this.
I want somebody working with me to immediately change their tax bracket. That's what I want. I want to, and not just change the tax bracket for you and your family.
Right. It's already going to happen, man. Yeah. It's already. I'm manifesting that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And then, like I said, I've had an opportunity to I've co-produced records with pretty much everybody on the team. Matter of fact, the only people on the team that I haven't done tracks with yet so far is I haven't done anything yet with Out of Reach,
right?
And I haven't done anything with H&M. Everybody else on the team, I got records with you. I got records with Asaya. Asaya Dio, I got records with Raz, I got records with Blacker Than Me, I got records with Low Ray, I got records with Be Ready. Yeah, I have co-produced records with everybody on my team.
Be Ready make the sickest West Coast.
Yeah. And me and Reach are working on some stuff right now, like because he's been getting a lot of television and film places with his sync licensing. So I'm gonna give him a bunch of like original musicianship, right? Like some shit that sound like some old film score stuff, and be like, hey, use this however you need to use this, man.
And I got into motivational speaking, so I got a beat. I already got an instrumental from him that I'm hey, listen, man, and my channel is really building. I'm like, wow, I'm gonna see how fast it's growing. I'm like, wow, this is growing fast. So just gotta be consistent, man. Hey, listen, Beats by Said show, we could go on for hours.
We probably would.
We probably would. Yeah, we already went on about 2 hours, but it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come back because a lot of other stuff we're gonna be talking about. You know what I mean? We're gonna get real specific.
You ready to argue with me about why the 96 Bulls is the best basketball team of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time.
I probably won't argue with that because I believe that.
Oh, really? You don't believe Jordan's the best though?
No.
Okay,
Jordan, I can. When you on a team with.
Thank you for joining the Beats by Said podcast. We'll talk to y'all next episode.
Hold on. He tried it. He tried it. I'm gonna say this, and we gonna come back. We'll come back and we'll talk about it. I'm gonna say this. When you play on the team with two great players that end up on the 50 greatest players list, and you, of course, you one of them, right? But you play with two, and you got a Hall of Fame coach as well. How I'm just saying, how was you the greatest? You already played on the great.
Now I want to see.
I'm just saying.
So in my head, based on your argument, I feel like I know who you feel like should be at the top of that list.
You already
because that argument is one that's only made by like one or two people's fan bases.
What? No, that's just the truth. It's the truth.
Right. So we're gonna. I'm not gonna do it now because we're gonna keep going.
Hey, man, listen, we're gonna come back. Hannibal to beat Animal.
Yeah.
July 2nd.
Yes.
Have a battle going on, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, July 16th, we have a NBA, you know what I'm saying, in the NBBA. Hey, we're going to have the commissioner on the show as well, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Shooter Specialist.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're going to have him here talk about the league and his accolades, and, and I ain't even going to say who he had produced for, so we not even going to go there.
You want me to say?
No. Don't say it. We're going to say it with the show. We're going to say it with the show. Hannibal to beat Hannibal, you know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure you go to the shit show every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday on YouTube.
At what, 8 p.m., right?
9 p.m. Eastern,
9 p.m.
8 p.m. Central. The next, by the time this airs, that show would have aired already. So it was like, Hannibal and Monty Shit Show. That's Hannibal and Monty. And if you want to find it, just search the number 5, the letter H, the number 1, the letter T, and the word show. 5H1T show on YouTube.
There you go. Shout out to Monty, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you wear that lampshade again. I got to send him a jersey, too, man. I got to get him a jersey, you know what I mean? Man. So shout out to y'all boys. Hey, man, listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to Beats by Said Show, Hannibal the Beat Animal. Hey, man, y'all stay tuned. We'll be back. You already know. Deuces.
Yeah.